just fucking said it.
So what?
And we're live.
Welcome to kind of the SnG Radio Show. The camera's over there.
I don't care.
You
Right.
can suck my whole fucking dick.
It's still not a lot.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna gag on it.
That's from the smell.
And
I mean,
I didn't wash it just for you.
I didn't wash it just for you.
Ugh. I'm gonna rub my balls across your face like a dog with an itchy asshole.
I doubt that's. I know that's. Trust me, it's way better that way.
Yeah, then we can't see you.
Exactly.
With the fuddliness.
Listen, when I first signed up for this, it was a fucking radio show. Nothing about fucking video. I wasn't expecting people to see
We had
me.
to keep up with the times and get on YouTube, and then one of our members, who's not fucking here, promptly got us booted from that.
Right. Thanks a lot, member who's not fucking here.
Marco.
No, we're actually on YouTube right now.
Thank God. You know what? This one will probably stay on there because he's not here.
All right, well, he's coming here.
Oh, God, we're gonna. Well, we got a little bit of time. We can.
Shenanigans.
Right. So, after the show starts, I'm going to be fucking with cameras and shit again.
I swear to God, I'm gonna pistol whip the next man who says shenanigans. Hey, Farva, what's the name of that place you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks?
Shenanigans? Ooh! They have a new one coming out. Not a Super Troopers, but that group.
I saw a little bit of it. Broken Lizard. That's
Yeah,
what it is,
Broken
yeah.
Lizard. They've got
I
another.
still haven't seen Super Troopers 2.
Listen.
You know what?
You
I don't
can't-
think I did either.
You
I don't
can't
think-
recreate that magic. It's like how I do.
That's the problem. Like, if Super Troopers 2 was a standalone movie, it would have been funny in and of itself. But you can't follow what they, like,
Yeah.
the magic that, like,
It's like Clerks 2.
even, like, what was that other one they did? Club Dread or whatever?
Never saw that either.
Okay. It was funny, but it wasn't Super Troopers funny. I wasn't pissed that I took the hour and a half to watch it when it was streaming, you know what I mean? And I laughed, but like, how old's Super Troopers?
Yeah.
And I'll go home and watch it tonight, or like, you know what I mean? Like, at any time I could watch that movie.
Littering and
Littering and smoking the reefer.
candy bars. That's all we're doing tonight, folks. We're just quoting movies.
I'm gonna need like $180 as soon as you can.
Real good?
That's some Marco ass shit right there.
boys like Mexico. Bear fucker!
back in-
Bear fucker, do you need assistance?
Back in my day, it was the rookie who wore the cup, and we used blanks.
You're a sick man, Mac. Thank you, sir. Oh, God, that movie's so good.
Right. Now I want to watch it.
Oh, fuckity fuck.
No, thanks. I'm good.
Are these even on?
Yeah, should be. Put them on to see.
I'm trying. They're all foobarred. Which side's the right and which one's the left? That's the left.
They're trans headphones.
Can you hear us? Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, shit. We're all here.
Because we're not all there.
Right.
Wah, wah, wah. What do you guys do every Friday? This stupid shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, not every Friday. This will be the first time we've had this whole crew together in months.
Yeah. That's valid. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once Marco gets his, I'll be there on time about 10 o'clock.
Right, now come walking in and just derail the whole thing like we're in East Palestine.
Hot damn.
Man, we just throw that one out there. Bang! Ringer!
Right.
What are you going to do?
Hey,
If you've got one of those nice, slow,
right. You
6-foot arc pitches right down the middle,
Right.
you can't help but smack it out of the park.
can't- Right.
Dude, did I ever tell you guys, back when I coached the girls softball team, we were playing in the coach versus players.
Yeah, end of the season.
End of the season game.
I did coach a season of
Dude.
girls softball.
Dude, my girls could not wait for me to bat against them.
Like, I'm going to peg him right in the face.
Dude, the first 3 times up, I mean, I had to pull them so that I could pop them up. And I drove them on purpose. I popped them high. And I drove them to the fence, but not quite over.
Well,
Dude.
you needed the time to get to first.
Right, exactly. But I didn't want to
Yeah,
just
that
keep,
Babe Ruth run.
I didn't want to just keep because it's a little league park. I didn't want to keep rocking balls out of the park. Like that's no fun for the game. You know what I mean?
Well, when we were doing it, if you jacked one out, like the adults, it was an out.
That might have been the rule then too. I
Yeah.
just don't remember. But like the fourth time or whatever I got up, I decided I was just gonna. I think I was gonna try and pull it the other side, and crank it. Dude, I come around on that ball and I realized at the last second that I was coming too high on it. Like I wasn't getting underneath it.
Yeah.
There was no. Dude, I literally about split this 12-year-old girl's wig in two.
Oh, God.
It was a line drive rocket right back at this girl's skull. Thank God she dropped in, like, the last second she dropped in time. Like, I didn't even run. I just dropped the bat and like, oh my God! And started running to the pitcher's mound. I thought I killed one of my girls.
Speaking of fun baseball shit, I think it was, I don't know if it was college or minor league, but it was, you ever watch John Boy Media on YouTube?
No.
He does breakdowns on sports, like weird occurrences, lip readings, you know, so you can, like, when the coach is arguing with
I love that shit.
When the coach is arguing with the umpire, he's, like, literally slows it down and, you know, so you, and, like, says it, so you know, it's really the thing. He showed this thing, I don't even know who was playing because I have no idea who the fuck these teams were because it wasn't the majors. The score was, like, 6-8. Okay? The team that had 6 was up to bat. First kid comes up, shows bunt. You know, ball. Comes up, shows bunt again. Ball. Oh, there's a strike. Didn't do shit. Ended up walking. Every batter for like the next 9 batters bunted. And fucking got on base.
Damn.
They either bunted and it was a perfect bunt, and then error, or they beat the run, or they beat the throw, or whatever. But then after everything was said and done, every player who got on base scored. So at the end of this, and mind you, it's like the bottom of the 8th.
Right.
The score went from 6-8 to 18-8 in one fucking inning, all bunts.
That's insane.
It was. I'm watching it like, oh my fucking God, like this is little league shit, and it's working. Like because everybody's showing bunt. So like the batters in like the 4, 5, and 6 slot were showing bunt, and this kid was so fucking rattled, they walked. Like it was insane. I'll find it and send it to you. It was fucking nutty.
No, I'd have to. I haven't seen that one. Send it to me.
Yeah.
I'd like that kind of stuff. There's one guy.
You'd love the channel because he does all kind of shit.
Yeah, see, I'd like that. There's one guy I just saw, and I mean he's been around for a while. He's got a lot of content, but I just saw him. And at first, because somebody shared it, I thought this guy was one of those dickhead parent coaches. Because of the way he was fucking talking to the team and telling them how bad they sucked and all this stuff.
At the mound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, the more I watch it, I'm like, oh no, this is a spoof. This is this guy making fun of these parents. And dude, I mean, I've coached football, soccer, baseball, softball. I think that's it. For close to 20 years I've been involved in youth sports.
Hey, Captain, get us kicked off all the platforms is here.
I can't tell you how many of those parents I've come in contact with.
Right, I love that guy. He comes out, he's just like, hey, you're doing terrible. You're never going to college. Get off the mound. Like,
he's like, yeah, the other team's excited when they see you on the mound. Get out of here.
Yeah, good shit. What's up, fuck nugget?
Marco!
Here, Merry fucking Christmas.
Thanks, bud. Marco gave me trash.
That doesn't look like a PS5.
No, it's a
good.
POS 5.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's chill the chamber for a minute and then get everything set up real quick.
Sweet.
You're still going to hear us talk, everybody. You're just not going to be able to see us, which is probably a godsend for all of you.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, you don't want to look at this. Thanks, man. That'll set the new studio up.
That's a 3.5 mic, but it comes with an adapter to plug it into USB and it separates the mic and your headphones.
Oh, sweet.
Woo!
Appreciate that.
We're still going, so...
I know.
I'm talking to him.
Well,
Wherever you're going to sit.
I'm used to sitting where fuckfaces sit.
Well, that's entirely too bad. Get here
And I
on
can't
time.
sit there 'cause the camera's
He
on
said
me.
get here on time.
We'll move the camera. It's portable.
Right, the camp.
Jesus fucking
Well, you
Christ.
know-
We have the technology.
You know when Greg has to move something and everything starts falling apart.
And what else is new? We've been doing this shit for like almost a decade.
Yeah.
Now,
Nothing's
this
gone
is-
right once.
This is like an original SnG show. Nobody can see our ugly asses.
Right?
So what's up? You're looking mighty hipstery.
No, I'm wearing.
He
this,
really is. Though,
I'm wearing
dude.
this unironically because I actually think it looks okay.
You getting some sushi and matcha tea after the show?
Fuck you. That shit's delicious.
Margo,
No,
pull that microphone more towards you.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
But the bad thing is
That's
like,
humming.
Without or over the past month, I've fucking bought like maybe 8 pairs of suspenders.
What kind?
Like I got the button ones and the clip-on ones and the nice real deal thick ones.
No, these are the around the belt kind.
Oh yeah, you went all kind of hipster. What did you use?
Yeah, he went.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
dude, you
Use
do
like
know.
that.
You do know it's one or the other, right?
No, please. Do you think I follow etiquette?
It's one or the other.
Suck my dick.
Okay.
It's looking
I mean,
like
you're-
it's right there under the headphones.
No, I got them because my work pants are 34s, and I need like a 33. So even with the belt, they just fucking fall off. Like, terribly. I don't want people seeing my asshole at work when I'm bent over digging stuff.
Nobody wants to see that.
Exactly.
Well,
It's all
that's
loose and
how
blown
mine
out.
started, too. Like,
It's all
I-
loose and
I had
blitz.
a pair of
It's
36 fucking like,
it's a
thermals, and it was cold outside. I was like, I want to wear these thermals, but they keep falling off my ass. And if I cinch them up right here, I look like I'm a homeless guy.
Yeah.
So I went and got fucking suspenders.
Yep.
permanently prolapsed.
No, it's not prolapse. Just expanded.
Just expanded. You
Like,
you
I
can
won't-
get 3 raccoons in that motherfucker.
I won't feel the
And
pineapple.
a possum.
And a woo.
So where are the headphones at? I don't really need
In your
headphones.
booty hole.
That basket right up there.
I got you.
It's the green ones.
Yes, and boss man. I'll get you the headphones for yourself. Since you do the goddamn fun.
Nobody told you to come dressed like a fucking 1840s fucking barber.
And nobody told you to come dressed like a nerd at fucking Comic-Con who's not
wait
gonna
till
get
I
any.
Take this off. Where's the plug at?
It's
Underneath.
hanging down here.
Oh,
I'm not doing that part for you. You guys can do that for yourself.
Scotty's not going after the
Stick it in-
danglins
I'll
tonight.
stick it in on my own. Grassiness. Ugh.
Grassy ass.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Great, we're gonna get kicked off for nudity.
Probably.
At least it won't be misinformation this time.
Right.
It's a news strike now.
And why everything's getting proven true now, though.
It doesn't matter if it's true or not. It's what the algorithm thinks.
And it thinks you're wrong.
Zilla. Oh, damn, that cigarette was loud as fuck hitting the table. Let's turn this.
Let's see what annoying
All right,
noises
that's
we can
better.
create for the show.
Yes.
Oh, that was fucked up.
Well, Margo and Scotty are on the same plane today.
Somewhere.
Yeah, we're walking that fine line between schizophrenia and just.
It's enlightening.
So,
Speaking of enlightening.
I need an update.
Of.
Thorne's case.
It's dismissed. We're suing the city.
Wunderbar.
Yeah.
I don't know what you can discuss.
Yeah, that's why I just.
Okay.
That's it.
That's why I haven't discussed.
We'll talk about it after. We'll talk after.
Yes.
Because I didn't see nothing after the video, and I was like, I don't want to text him and ask because it might turn into a big, long thing. And
So really what he said was he cares, but not enough to actually talk to you about it.
neither one of
Can
us.
you
what I
please
heard.
just post shit so I
It's
don't
bigger.
have to put actual effort into the relationship, goddammit?
This longer
Neither
than
one
a
of us-
haiku, then fuck it.
Neither one of us actually likes to talk on the phone.
No, I know.
Yeah,
It's
some
like
people don't get that shit, and then they do it on fucking purpose.
it's like me and my dude
Oh.
that I worked with in the car business. He's back at a North Jackson store I worked at. I haven't physically seen this guy in probably at least 2 years, and maybe 3 times a year we have an actual like conversation by text.
Right.
Other than that, it's just what we
You're
see
a
of each
man.
other
That's
on.
all you
right.
need.
We see each other on Facebook. Well,
Right.
the other day,
Like, hey, you good? Yeah.
the other day I was out at Greg's shop. I was we were putting tires on the truck, and so I was leaving North Jackson. I swung in and saw him. We talked for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not, and him and I are super
You're
tight.
good for the next 4 years.
We're good.
Yep. That's like me and my dude Roy. I won't see him 3 years. I'll text him out the blue. Hey, you want to go fishing?
Yep.
Next thing you know, we're sitting there fishing. It's like we saw each other yesterday.
Yep, that's how it is.
Yeah, but
We go through that in our group. We'll go a while without like seeing one or the other or something.
Since there's
and-
a big gender dysmorphia social thing, I won't say what people, but some people are just like, if you just said, "Are you okay? You good?" No. Or yes. What's wrong? What the fuck you mean's wrong? I just told you I'm good.
I hate that.
What?
Like,
What-
are you
what else
good?
do you need?
No. You need anything? No. All right. Let me know if you do.
Greg,
That's it.
that was my conversation with Greg the other day.
Yeah.
He was going through some shit. I said, "Man, I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
I
I'm
saw
sorry
that-
you're going
I-
through it."
Yeah, I saw that post on Facebook. Didn't
Yep.
comment on it.
Yep.
Texted him and said, "So, what's
Yeah.
got your panties in a bunch?"
Yeah, I said,
And he told me, and I went, "Damn, that sucks. Let me know if you need anything."
That's it. That's all we
yeah,
need.
and that was my last thing.
And
I said, "Hey,"
And I might
is
have
there
sent him a
anything-
funny video.
I said,
or
"Is
something.
right? Is there anything I can do to help?" And he went, "Nope." I said, "Okay, well, you know where I am if you need me."
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Or
I'm
like-
really
or like-
concerned, I'll send you a racist meme or something.
Right,
Right.
like, right.
Right. The most
the
I'm gonna
other
do is
thing
text
is-
you and be like, "Hey, you want a hander?"
You know what? What kind of
No, I'm good.
What-
All right,
what-
appreciate it. Later.
what does upset me about people today, and I don't. It's to me. I see it not just in a generational thing. I see it through all ages, but I think these have made people's mentality think that way.
Yes.
That just
Nothing
because,
wrong with a vagina,
even if there is something,
bot or not,
even if there is,
bot or not,
even if
Leave it
there is
alone.
some, Jesus, even if there is something going on, right? You act like you said, "Are you okay?" No. You want to talk about it? No. But what? Wait, no.
No.
Just because we're close enough for you to be able to look at me and know something's not okay doesn't mean that you are close enough or have the right to necessarily be that close to me.
Right.
It might not be information I want to share with you, and that doesn't mean I don't like you. It doesn't mean I don't. But maybe
No.
we're not close
No.
enough.
But-
Maybe
but
you know
at-
whoever's.
but
But they
at-
don't respect boundaries. They're
Yeah.
like just because because they feel bad that you feel bad. They don't really want to help you, dude.
No,
They
They
just
want to
them
help
to
them.
feel
They want to
better.
make
Yeah.
themselves feel better.
Well, and your true friends, what do? Hey,
They
you
leave you the fuck
No,
alone.
Are you okay? No. You want to talk about it? No. All right. Here's a video of a bear breaking a moose's spine.
Or something
Like,
dumb.
dude, that's crazy. Like, moving on with my life. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, like the chicken fucking the chicken today, the necrophilia picture. Did you see that?
No,
I might have. I don't
no,
know. I kind of just float past the memes and look for y'all's drama. Then I text him and go, "These fucking dummies are stupid."
I'll be honest. There's a lot of times I'm just in a mood,
When aren't you in a mood?
and I'll just poke whichever bear is talking in the chat at the time.
Oh, I do that all
I'll
the
just,
time.
I know.
I do it all the time.
I will absolutely contradict my stance on something just to throw a comment out there, especially if it's him, because he is so easy to get fired up.
My favorite ones are when I just see from Marco at Scott Champion.
Yeah.
And I go, god damn it, what do I gotta go fact check?
Right. Yep.
And then I come rolling in with all my fucking information, just like,
I fucking love it, dude.
all right, look, you're both fucking wrong.
Man, if it's like that, it's like that, man. Hey,
No, that was one of my favorite ones. When you tagged me in the comment section on Facebook,
Yeah.
and I had to come in and go, give me 15.
I remember that one.
And then-
Scott Champion, fact check me on this. I'm
Right,
too
and
busy
this guy's
arguing.
like, and
is
this
what
guy's
he
like,
said.
this guy's like, who the fuck is Scotty? Da, 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 da. And Marco's just going back and forth with him still, and I had to go back up through everything to see what it was. And I came back and I said, you're both wrong. It's this. And Marco's like, all right, I was wrong. And this cat's just started arguing.
Steady arguing.
Steady arguing. I just went, he's like, link the sources, bro. And I went, link. Because he threw one out, and it was like fucking Babylon B or something. And I was like,
the hard times.
I was like, here's Washington Post, here's fucking Newsweek.
Those are all fake news. I only get my news from the hard times.
Right? It just, dude,
I'm
those
not
things.
throwing a Babylon Bee in there just to see what people do. Like, I'll throw a good article, Babylon Bee, and that'll be the one that everybody believes. Look, you dumb fuck,
Dude,
Because that's the one that goes with their narrative.
dude, how many times do you see? Because I just started. Remember, I just started fucking with reels
Yeah.
recently. Okay,
I'm sorry, this is bugging me. I feel like you're gonna knock it off the table.
it's in an indestructible case.
Wanna
so
bet
you have
money?
Two fucks. I mean, no, it's not indestructible. I
let
can
me see
destruct
it.
it.
I will bet you all the money in my pocket right now. I can break it
I
in one motion.
I can break it, but
I can
like
just see on it. Your phone's fucked. Yeah, there's a hole there. There's a hole right there. I can just piss right in your fucking mic.
I don't think you
Who's
would get.
Mike and why are we pissing on him?
And not only that, you either have like that small of a hole. If you
No,
a
it's-
full
we're
adult male stream would hit off of this and not like very little would get that
I've
would act
pissed on
like
a phone
that would no
before, trust
that would act like yeah, but if you're talking about this right here, you can't deny physics. It'd be just like putting your finger over a fucking
I don't
straw.
know
It would
how it
drop
happens,
in there.
but I know
it
the
would not
pee gets
become a
in there.
pool in
No,
there.
no, we're talking volume here. We're
Yeah.
talking volume and absorption.
If you throw this on the ground and piss on it, it's not gonna sit in a puddle.
I think
Dude,
we
I
were-
ruined the phone just pissing on it.
I
Okay,
think-
but I'm telling you, in this case, it's not going to happen that easy. Now, if I drop it in a sink full of water, it's still fucked. But
I think we should do an
I
experiment.
think we should experiment.
All right,
Let me
turn
drink my tea.
turn the camera away from over there. Put your phone on the floor. Let Marco piss on it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We'll endorse the fucking case.
I will do this. I will do this.
He's got to think.
No,
Oh,
it's
God.
not. I would love to
Like,
find a
I'm
way
gonna
to
lose
still.
my phone.
No. You know, I would still love to find a way to put this to the test with me at risk for losing something if I'm wrong. But when I'm right, I'm not putting that phone up against my fucking head again.
Yeah, that's what makes it better. No matter what, it's a win-win.
Right? Because even if you're like, oh shit, sorry, it didn't work. Oh well,
That's
I'm
like,
wrong.
That's like the
Piss
100.
face.
This is like the 100 dicks on the wall joke.
Right? Exactly.
Somebody tried to get me with that the other day. And it was the guy who I told the joke to.
Oh, jeez.
Like a couple months earlier. And he goes, hey man, 100 dicks on the wall. How many you choking on? I said, none. I'm a goddamn professional. Right? This kid looks at me and he goes, man, I choke on every single one. I said, you need more practice, bitch, just like I told you when I told you the joke. And he goes, oh, fuck, you did tell me the joke. Well, yep. Now let's get back to work.
Just like none of them, because I'm fabulous.
Nope. I'm a professional, goddammit.
Professional.
$7 a pop.
$7?
I still love how
$7
that
make you holler.
I still love how that is the only requirement to be a professional is
Is
to have been
getting
paid.
paid.
You could do something for 20 years for free. You're not a pro.
No.
The second you get paid, the first time you do it, you're a professional.
Yep.
Doesn't mean you're good at it.
No,
Just means
not
you're
at all.
professional.
I'm considered a professional comedian. No, I don't think I'm professional at all.
No, you're terrible.
But I got paid.
I tell you what, though, that one show where I was the only one who came out, you were better than everybody there, and it was funnier than shit that everybody was making fun of that old man in the front, and nobody realized he was on the fucking show too.
That was great.
That was
fucking
glorious.
great.
Fucking glorious.
But I must say to the whole 5 people listening out there, you must give credit where credit is due. Scott Johnson, throughout all this bullshit, through 3 administrations, ups and downs and a recession, a housing market collapse, bank bailouts, this man has still not raised his rates of $7 fucking dollars. I think that's commendable.
I knew that was coming.
$7 is $7.
Fiji dollars.
He even takes foreign currency.
Got to these days.
To be honest with you, I mean, it might not be much longer till this thing's actually worth more than $7 American dollars.
That's
You know what?
just
I'm gonna look up the conversion rate.
I wonder what it is right now. Because
At the time, it was even.
yeah, I was gonna say when we bought it,
It was even, yeah.
it was $7 for this thing.
Well, plus shipping, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean
$7
that's
yeah.
different though because that's paying for
Right.
the service. That's not the value of the paper,
Yeah, that's what she said.
right?
All right. I'm gonna let you all explain it to me because I don't understand how the words work. $1 US is equal to 2.9 Fijian dollars.
Oh, wow. So, okay. So
So that's now.
We're up right now.
cheaper.
we're up. We're up $2
That's
on
worth
them.
$3.50.
No, almost 3. 2.9 something, almost 3.
So-
So yeah,
so
that
you-
one Fiji
You know
dollar
what?
is no, 1 American dollar is worth 3 Fiji dollars.
So because I'm a nice guy, you bring me 2 of those $7 bills. We'll call it even.
No, I'm telling you, no, at that
14
exchange.
Fiji dollars. That's a good exchange.
No, listen. This right here is 7. 7
Yeah.
times 3 is 21, right? You owe me 3. If I give you this, you owe me 3 or whatever, because I'm going to send your ass to Fiji. I don't care about the exchange rate.
Yeah.
I mean, we might like just put you in a box and put you on one of them ships that gets jacked by
ride
pirates.
a unicycle to Fiji.
Dude,
Please,
did you see
please,
that?
I'd be a pirate in 5 minutes.
Did you see that reel I
They'd open that crate up and they'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I pop out and be like, I pop out and go, "Are you the captain now?" And he'd be like, "Yes." And I'd go, "Give me a gun. Let's go."
He was Somali pirate.
Dude. Okay, so
Bitch
no,
smack
listen,
Captain Phillips
listen,
in the face.
listen. Joyce and I started rewatching a bunch of the like '90s Star Trek stuff, like Voyager, Deep Space, Next Generation.
Was
That's
that
why you become more gay.
Patrick Stewart?
Patrick Stewart's Next Generation.
Okay.
Kate Mulgrew is the first female captain. She's Voyager.
Okay.
But we were watching Next Generation, and there's an episode where they have an exchange program. Well, I'm in the middle of talking here. Somebody do
That's it.
something. They're doing an exchange program with officers from alien ship. First officers from alien ships are switching. So Riker ends up on the Klingon ship. Now you gotta remember this thing. This is, I think we're watching season 2 right now.
Okay.
So this is probably 1990, 1991.
Okay.
Well, Riker ends up taking over the ship, and another Klingon goes to come at him, and he looks at him and he goes, "I'm your captain now." And I was like, "See, I told you," because I said something about that way back when that happened. I was like, "They're ripping fucking Star Trek off."
Okay.
I don't know. I think Captain Phillips's was
so-
more impactful just
wait a
because of the
minute, wait.
accent.
But it happened a whole lot later.
Yeah.
If nobody knew what we were talking about. You just said a man looked at another man as he was coming and says, "I'm your
No. You left out a lot of words. I said the Klingon
the-
started.
that's the important
The
part.
Klingon started coming at him. It was totally different than no.
I'm coming at
no.
him. I'm
Okay,
coming
but
at
still,
him.
it's totally different than this guy was coming at him.
All right, the Klingons were coming at him, and I said, "I am the captain now."
I wonder how much volume of semen Klingons actually have.
Well, I just found out that Klingons actually have, because Klingons have 2 of everything, right? So in fan theory, Klingons have 2 dicks.
And 4 balls.
Because there's actually a scene in Star Trek Discovery where there's a Klingon. He's got his back to you, but he's pissing on a wall, and you can see 2 streams.
But they
So-
don't have 4 ears.
No. But what they say is like they have 2 hearts, they have extra lungs because of they're such a battle-driven race that they can take damage and still, like what would kill most races, and still be able to, survive and continue fighting. And it makes sense that they would have 2 dicks too, because
Is there 2 vaginas? 4 titties?
I would have to almost
2
think,
titties,
but
2 titties.
I would think. Well, no. Here's the difference. Yeah, the vagina is
Or nipples.
is mandatory for reproduction, just like a penis is. But a vagina is internal, right? You got a lot less chance through normal battle of something damaging a female in a way that
They're either gonna have
that
to
would
have
keep
2
her from being
vaginas,
able
or
to
they're
have
gonna have
kids
to be in the anal off rip.
than an accident harming a guy's dick and him not being able to have kids. So Klingons come with a backup system.
Klingon cunt punt.
I think they actually play that for fun. They're pretty. Joyce said she wanted to be one because, like in the old episodes,
wanted to
when
get
when
cut
Klingons get pissed, they hiss at you, right?
Yeah.
They're like, so like this guy went to talk to one of the female Klingons, and she wasn't wanting to hear anything he said. Like he was trying to hit on her, and she was just like, Joyce is like, "I really wish I could be a Klingon," because then I think she punched him or something. She's like, "I really wish I was a Klingon. It'd be socially acceptable for me to just hiss at people and then punch them."
It is now. Just leave the punching out.
Yeah, just hiss at them.
Yeah.
I identify as a snake.
No, just so you identify as a Klingon.
I identify as a Klingon.
Or just do it. We don't have to identify as anything to make random noises at people.
kind of nowadays.
No, you don't.
It's just
Yeah, it's didn't you, that's all in that new bill that Humpty Dumpty signed.
You want to see that field I
You
got
have to
again?
wake up every morning and declare what you are identifying as that day.
I am declaring myself as a farmer with a
can
barren
tell.
field full of fucks. Oh wait, not full of them, cause there ain't none.
an Amish farmer.
It has been a tremendous drought this fuck season.
Yoder, your fucks, they do not grow.
If we wait long enough, a fuck might fall out of the sky into my hand, and then I can give it to you.
Maybe if I pee on your field, the fucks will grow.
Maybe if you pee on Jared's phone,
And then we run through the field.
And start
drying
shaking
it out.
Right, it would be like, because then it would be like rain pee. It wouldn't be a rain flood.
Hey, and you know,
Because you got to get the leaves and everything.
and depending on how many vitamins you take, it could be good for the soil.
I mean,
because
I
you're
know-
not going to
I mean,
process all
yeah,
of
but
them.
depending on some of the other stuff he takes.
I mean, there was that time I pissed on that hood of that kid's car, and 2 days later the fucking clear coat was gone and it rusted.
You'll have that.
I was on a lot of shit back then. Lots of shit.
Eat right through it.
I'm not kidding. That actually happened.
Dude, I've spit
I
on
pissed
the
on
hood.
I pissed on the hood of a car. It sat in the sun for 3 days. 3 days later, the clear coat was gone, and there was a hole of rust.
That doesn't. I mean, that I can see that as very plausible. I mean,
I
like
see.
very believable, because not knowing what is being excreted, there could be something very easily that has a chemical reaction with the chemicals in clear coat and paint.
I had a very good idea of what was in it, and it was a lot of illegal things. Well, not illegal, just not prescribed to me.
Just not prescribed to me.
Now,
I mean,
after it goes through your system, isn't that technically remanufacturing? So that's yours, so that's legal what comes out.
What comes out? When it went in, it wasn't.
right, that's the part that he's worried about.
That's
Well, it's
neither here nor
we're probably
there.
past any statute of
We
limitations.
100% are.
bro.
We 100% are.
Right,
This was roughly 20 years ago.
I was about to say, was Pauly Shore still considered funny when this happened?
Hey, he still fucking is. He still is.
right.
He still is. Nobody wants what you're selling. Go away.
Dope.
Okay. Motherfucker, that ain't a Mountain Dew.
Did I yell dump-a-doo when I did it? No, I was just being an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Now it's across the room.
Well, for the-
Dump some shit.
Oh no, a man shoved something in my face. That's never happened to me before.
Scotty's like, oh, don't get me excited.
Hey, that was,
I just
that
got
was
this big
That was a
bulbous.
half a Fiji dollar.
I just got this big bulbous thing shoved in my face.
That reminds me of college.
At least it's white.
What the
What
fuck?
kind of pee? Yellow.
He was the chalker for the gymnastics team, the men's gymnastics team.
Giving out Amish hand jobs, slapping the dick around, back and forth.
But ready? And go.
See you pummel this horse.
Did I ever tell you guys a story about that time I had to go, when I was cleaning sewer lines, I had to go out to Amish country and work for the Amish in like 2:30 in the morning?
They'd probably just waking up, making breakfast and shit.
No, they're,
Or doing cocaine.
they had a floor drain in the middle of the floor in like the common room of this barn house thing, and sewage was coming out of it. And when I got out there, I talked to the one gentleman, and they were very nice. And
They usually are to your face.
They give you a daughter?
and I said, I need to look at your septic system to make sure it's not full. And so, it's 2:30 in the fucking morning.
What
I'm
kind of
like,
lights
I'm
out
like,
in Amish
well, I'm
country?
like, take me out there, because so he gets his lantern. I got my mag light. We're walking out there.
He's got his lantern. I got
That's
my.
what I'm saying, dude. This is
Hold on.
I-
Right, the
You
whole
know
way
what's
out.
neat?
the
Have
whole-
you seen the little lanterns they got now? They just put them on their hats.
No.
I'm just kidding.
That was
I thought it was a
seven
legitimate
dwarfs,
thing.
Man.
They just use those little tea light candles like that you used to like warm wax with. They just.
Anyway, this fucking septic tank lid is like 100 yards away from the house. The whole time we're walking out there, I keep hearing shit in the darkness, but I don't want to start shining the light all over like I'm fucking fearful of what's in this goddamn field. So,
What was that M. Night Shyamalan movie?
the village. So we get out there. I move the lid. I see the exit pipe. We're not backing up. I go, okay, so it's just something from point A to point B. I won't have you lug your generator all the way out here. We'll run it from up at the house. So I put the lid back on, and I hear giggling. So when I hear the giggling, I instantly shine the mag light up, and this dude turns with his lantern like this. There's 7 women of varying ages just outside the lantern light. I almost shit my fucking pants.
That's some Blair Witch shit.
I almost shit my fucking pants. Dude with the lantern looks at them, says something in Dutch, and they all ran away. Not towards the house.
What was the...
Dude, Joyce, she's been having some sleep apnea issues, like pretty bad.
Keep your cock out of her mouth when she's sleeping.
You know, we were actually at the doctor today. And they said she has
Cock in her mouth?
obtrusive sleep apnea, which there's more than one. I didn't know. But basically, what happens is because her sinuses and everything are so bad from getting punched in the face all the time with karate and
And
old partying ways. No, she was the hitter, not me. She breathes through her mouth. Well, what's been happening is, like, she almost basically, like, swallows her tongue. Her tongue blocks her airway in the middle of the night.
Oh, so she goes into vapor lock.
Yeah. So anyways, she's been having, people with apnea, if they sit still for too long without being engaged in something, they just, like, fall asleep. It's like they're
narcolepsy.
Yeah, it's like they're narcoleptic. So a couple of times, and I told her, I almost kicked her off the bed. I wake up and look over, and she is sitting on the edge of the bed like this, her back to me, just. And I was like, "You get your Blair Witch. If you gotta go to the bathroom, get up, go to the bathroom. Otherwise, lay down. You knock this Blair Witch shit off. Like, I'm not waking up to this every fucking night." I mean, it's creepy as shit because, like, the window is right on the other side of her and the window was open, but the curtain was down. So, like, the curtain's blowing just a little bit and she's just swaying.
Oh.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't tell you the scariest part of the story. The part that fucking freaked me out when he shined the lantern and I shined the light. They weren't just standing in a line. They were like...
Pyramid? Like cheerleaders?
Almost. Like, literally... They were all bunched up like this.
Like they're getting ready to take like a family reunion photo.
Yeah.
Everybody's like
just
chin
stacked
over
up.
the shoulder.
Just stacked up. I was like, what the fuck?
Maybe they thought you were there to pick one of them out.
I have no idea, but this dude this dude said something in Dutch, and they literally dispersed.
Scattered back to the woods.
Scattered into the woods, and I went, what was that? And he goes, yeah, they're weird. All right, come on to the house. I'll get the generator going. And we just walked back to the house, and it wasn't a thing. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Dude, do
Like,
you
are you
realize
fucking
it's shit
serious?
like that why those women ended up still, like, trapped in that dude in Cleveland's house for so many years? Because people just refused to, like, say anything about weird shit like that? Like, people knew that, like, they
Well, no, because they were, as they ran off into the woods. Like, they weren't having a bad time.
you don't know?
That was
I don't care.
a human puppy mill right there.
You know where the lights were? You know where the lights were?
Amish sex trafficking.
You know where the lights were in that neighborhood? In my hand and his hand. I wasn't fucking saving nobody.
If you see something, say something, Scott.
I just did, Jared. I just did.
How many years later, every one of them have died a horrible death.
I didn't kill him.
They were the women that they picked up at the raids here in fucking Mahoning and Trumbull County at the spas.
No, it wasn't them. Trust me, it wasn't them.
It wasn't them.
They were too tall.
Whoa.
Scotty knows Kokimo. You leave her alone. Kokimo wasn't in there. It was at my place.
Listen. Joyce and I met somebody years ago, and we asked her, people just talk and come find out what they do. And she's like, I work at I think it was called the Gemini massage parlor in Warren back in the day.
Whoa.
I mean, dude, we're going back 10, 15 years. 15 years. But anyways.
The name's familiar.
Yeah.
But I think I heard a news article or something.
I worked at Toyota Evolve Jag in Warren, and it was on the same street. It was just down farther. So I remember passing it. I might be getting the name wrong, but I knew what she was talking about. And she saw my reaction. I was like, oh. And she's like, I mean, I'm just a receptionist. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's like every stripper, like when they came into the car dealership to fill out a job or to fill out a credit app, they're like, "I'm a hostess." The fuck you are,
You just paid a down payment of $5,000 in ones, bitch.
right? Right?
I'm a
And your heels
server.
are taller than the tires on that Silverado. Shut the fuck up, hostess. Right this way. Sit down.
Cinnamon, you're not a
Part-
server.
Cinnamon, you're not a server.
Yeah. She's a hostess. Yeah, a hostess cupcake. Cream,
Ho ho.
cream filled.
A hostess ho ho.
Hostess is the ding dongs.
Hostess is ho ho's ding dong.
Is Little Debbie?
Little Debbie's Little Debbie.
No, Little Deb. No.
Little
Ding
Debbie
dong.
got Swiss rolls.
Swiss rolls. That's right.
Well,
Get it right.
I don't
those
even
are
You
knockoff
think with your
ho-ho.
girth you would know the names
Yeah,
of
but
the
dude,
snack
believe it or
cakes.
not, I mean, dude, I am a fat guy, but I'm not from junk food.
Oh, but see, I am.
I eat too much, but I fucking cook. I don't eat shit food. I might eat like 3 ribeye steaks a day.
I feel like you're lying.
And no, dude, seriously, no. No, I eat a shit ton. I do. I eat way too much.
Take your shoes off. Let me see your toes.
You really want to look at it?
I do.
My feet's ugly.
I do.
Now
That's a
you-
diabetes foot.
Shut the fuck up. My numbers on that.
Type 2, motherfucker.
My numbers on that are fine, believe it or not.
Those numbers are from Auschwitz.
My
Just took it to a dark corner, buddy.
my cholesterol's good too. It's my blood pressure's no good. That's bad.
My numbers are like cheeseburger over donut.
They're like, Mr. Rogers, do you realize you walk around in stroke conditions on a regular basis? Yeah, I'm pretty certain I do.
I stroke it all the time. What are you talking about?
3 times a day, whether I need it or not.
Nah, Mr. Rogers, you know you're in stroke conditions all the time? Absolutely. I'm always hard.
Stroke.
Just walk around with a raging boner.
Actually, that was the.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
I did get bad news from the chiropractor today.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? My first disc between the fucking vertebrae
On the bottom.
on the bottom.
Like that'd be a little lower because mine's L4, L5 are fucked.
No, it's there's a vertebrae. There's my pelvis, a vertebrae,
Okay.
the disc.
Oh, that very first bottom one.
That disc is 2/3 gone. I have
You're a
to,
real
I mean, that's bad news, but that's not as.
it's fucking up my sciatic.
Sure.
From the look of it on the X-rays, he goes, if you don't get this shit worked out, by 40, you're gonna need to get an artificial disc.
Hey man, at 23,
I know a lot of
at
youngins
23,
that got artificial discs.
listen. I've got my L4 and L5. I don't have discs, and I don't have facet cartilage anymore either. Like if you're looking at the spine from the side,
Yeah.
in between where the vertebrae overlap, there's cartilage in there.
Yeah.
I don't have that either, so I run bone on bone. At 22, 23, I was told within 20 years I'm gonna have titanium in my back. I'm 45 and I still don't have it. My condition's still gotten worse. I have a fuck ton of trouble down my right side because of my sciatic.
Yeah.
But doctors, I will tell you this, like chiropractors, not so much, but when you start even when you go and talk to an orthopedist, they're going to be very quick to want to cut into you because
yeah.
guess what? That's how they make their money.
Well, no. He wasn't suggesting I needed it. He was saying it just looks as such because he
Right, I'm
and
just-
he's pointing at the X-ray, going, "See how that's open? That's open.
Yeah.
That's open, and that one's all the way
That-
closed."
Dude, I was I mean when I
and I just went, "Oh."
I didn't
So
know what I was looking
basically-
at either when they showed me my MRI.
So basically, what I'm saying here is, does anybody know where I can get an inversion table for real fucking cheap?
Dude, you want to know your garage, your basement, or whatever? Do you have any exposed?
I try
Roddy.
that. I don't have anything I can't get more than fingertips on.
Oh, okay. Because
That's what she
I can go out to my garage because the garage roof is 2x4.
I do that.
And
I do hang.
I don't even
but
get a
then
tape
with my bum shoulder. I can only do
Oh.
it for so long.
because hanging when I'm
Yeah.
walking like this, I'll go in the garage and just hang there for 10 minutes and I can walk again.
Well, that and it being
And it feels
all the way at the
Yours might
bottom.
make- yeah, that might make a difference.
It
But I was going to say,
feels
my uncle got one of
glorious.
those inversion
oh
tables.
My God, it feels glorious.
Yeah, I
Two
gotta
things
get
I'm gonna.
one.
My uncle got one, and he swears by it. Like
Yeah.
he literally got off of pain pills and muscle relaxers from using the fucking table.
Oh,
No
yeah.
bullshit. So I mean, I know they work, but the only thing I'll warn you about is that motherfucker. We smoked blunt in his garage, and then he said, "I'm gonna go in and get on the
Emergency
table
table.
and hang upside down a little bit." About an hour and a half, 2 hours later, because this is back when I lived next door to him. He's like, "Hey, come outside real quick. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette out back." I go walking out back. I look at him in here. He looks like fucking Grover. He's fucking purple.
Fell asleep.
What happened? He goes, I fell asleep upside down.
Dude,
No, see,
I'm like, you're lucky you're not dead,
no,
bro.
they put me on this thing today where they strap my upper half to this one side of the table and my feet up on like this fucking ottoman looking thing and strap my lower half to the other side of this table, and it slowly just went
Yep.
I didn't realize how much it had stretched out until it released and came back, and I went, oh, and she goes, get up slow. And I got up real slow, and I went, oh, because I was having a bad problem with my right leg, where my left leg is heel to toe when I step. My right leg was going outside of the foot rolling in, and my knee was starting to bow out, and I tried to force it yesterday to where to heel toe, and my right knee contacted my left knee.
Damn.
That's how out of whack my shit was.
That's no good.
Yeah, that's when I was like, I need to get in. And then, but then they did that shit, and I walked. And I was walking out to the front to get my next appointment set up. I'm watching my right foot, and it was actually hitting right. And I went, that's all it took? That's all it fucking took? I'm getting one of these goddamn tables. Like, so now I gotta go to all these
You
goddamn...
like an old school one with the stretch table. You know, we'll put some shackles on your legs and your arms.
the rack.
And then just twist the thing on the side.
But just don't get weirded out when I yell harder, Daddy.
When I re-injured,
Make it double. We'll be next to each other.
when I re-injured my back, when the
Marco, why are we both hard right now? Like,
Doesn't matter. Stretch it again.
come on. Ah!
when the conductor pipe got dropped on my shoulder, when I had to go, because through that I had workers' comp and all that, I had to go to chiropractors and all that shit. They did, I don't know if it was the same thing, but it was something very similar where they literally just stretched my back out.
Yeah.
He said, watch, I'm going to show you something. And he took me over and measured me.
Oh, I did. I definitely felt taller after.
Was this
Dude,
at the massage parlor or at the doctor?
Dude, seriously, I like in height,
Yeah.
I gained an inch.
Yeah.
Almost, not a full.
I definitely...
but almost.
Not length, in height.
Yeah, I definitely...
Yeah, we're specifying for you, fag.
Well, there's the band this time.
No, you're allowed to say that word where he's smoking a
It's a
cigarette.
cigarette. British.
All right.
All inclusive.
Yeah, we're getting all
For
of
the UK.
we're getting all the grand white cultures represented in here.
God, I can't wait to see how fast this one gets flying.
Oh, dude, if you think what?
But if-
Fine, let's all get banned real quickly. Let's explain to everybody why we're Native American.
Because I'm Puerto Rican and Taino tribes was on
Well,
Native American.
I was born in Youngstown, Ohio, so that makes me a Native American.
Homestead, Florida.
I'm not First Nations. I'm not Indigenous, but I'm a Native American. Fuck you.
Fucking right.
I mean, now we're just quoting Gangs of New York.
No, you know what? I've actually never seen that. Like, sat down and watched that from beginning to end.
Really good movie.
I know, but I've seen it so many. Like, I've seen it out of order, and you know what I mean? Like, because it's always on TV, right?
Yeah.
And there's awesome, like, even though I've never seen the whole movie, I know there's really good scenes. So I mean, I've watched this movie. I've probably watched 90.
You've seen all the good parts.
I've seen 93% of it probably 24 times, but I've never seen 100% of it once.
You know, 65% of statistics are made up on the spot. Just
That
like
was on a
just like
Bob
that
and
one.
Tom. No, that was on Bob and Tom.
Not how Scotty feels. This is when Scotty and Margot hang out.
How's that 2% feeling?
Still like 2%.
I know you're
Dangling right in front of his face.
We ain't gone down to, like, we're still in.
He's rather enjoying the dangle in front of the face. Stop it. Get it away from me.
Don't do that.
No,
Look at the smile.
Yeah.
Look at the smile.
He's blushing.
Stop it.
I think we're down to 1.5, Marco.
1.63?
I'll give you that.
All right, okay, we'll go with that.
You know, because that falls into the category of 72% of statistics you made up on the spot.
Hey, another thing.
I think we just bumped that up to about 73.
57?
Okay, we'll go with that.
It's a good Heinz number.
It's a good
I
Heinz
gave you
number.
credit for it. I gave you credit on stage for it too. So there's a bunch of black folks in Cleveland that might not appreciate Scott Champion.
What the fuck? I don't like Cleveland anyway, but fuck it. I gotta be angry about something.
I told this story up there where statistically, throughout history, you guys heard me say this, but black men have been hung more than any other race of men throughout generations. It's just a fact. Talking
Okay.
about their cocks. So I said, I told my buddy Tawan that story, and he says, well, Mark, that's fucking racist. You know, he starts talking some shit about slavery or whatever. And I said, well, what about the Irish? The Irish were slaves. He's like, them ginger motherfuckers? I said, well, yeah. He says, well, take ginger and rearrange the letters.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. You know what? Black folks like that joke 1,000 times more than white folks do.
Yeah, you know why? Because the white folks that didn't like it didn't have red hair.
Dude,
Because I ain't never told that shit to another ginger, and they always laugh.
Half the silence was probably half of them trying to figure it out.
well, that's what I usually make fun of everybody. I was like, it's a little bit of spelling. Take it home with you.
Hey, write it down.
Here's some homework,
Here's a pencil and paper. Show your work.
but not on the internet.
Actually, they taped the first time I said that they taped that show, and I'm looking at this big black dude, Marquand, and I'm like, come on, spell it out. G-E, and he's like, it's like, oh, you got it.
How the fuck did you just spell ginger? G-E-O.
I said
G-E-R.
G-E-R.
Oh.
I didn't put the
I thought he was going to spell Germany.
Oh. I thought he was spelling ginger, and I was like, "That's not. Those letters come at the end."
I already rearranged the letters for him.
No, all the letters at the end are the same, dummy.
Yes, I know.
Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
You know what? I bet 48% of those people like that joke.
I would say,
Folks.
I would say 60 to 70.
78% of
Statistics are made up on the spot.
100%.
Oh, guess what I saw on Reddit?
With Reddit, you never fucking know.
Greg, I bet Greg knows.
Probably not.
Chris Cornell
Chris
Cornell is
Cornell's
still dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
I lost my lighter.
I hate when that happens. Turbo torch.
Be like that sometimes.
Yeah. See, I lobbed that one up there for you, Greg, to have it part of the beat, let you get involved instead of just playing on the ones and twos and occasionally a 4.
Scotty,
Right.
have you watched Tokyo Gore Police?
I have not.
No.
Oh my god, dude, you gotta see that fucking movie.
First of all,
Give me
it's a movie, okay? Because at first you said Tokyo.
Gore Police.
Okay, because at first I wasn't sure if this was a new anime, and I'm like, bro, no, I'm not.
Hey, it's-
Because I got it.
It sounds like it's an anime.
Imagine
my
live
16-year-old
action anime.
My 16-year-old is really into anime,
No,
which is cool. Like he's
I bu-
actually introduced me to some. There's been a couple that I am like, dude, Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Holy
Yeah,
motherfuck,
It's pretty good.
dude! The very first episode.
Oh, I know, I watched
within
it.
the first.
I watched the
I'm-
first 3 seasons. Yeah.
Within the first episode, within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. The big lady eats the
The
fucking guy's mom.
the kid is running away from these giant monsters that are eating people. Somebody picks him up and he's running him away, and the kid's looking backwards, and he watches this fucking giant pick his fucking mom up, and they show the whole thing, rip her fucking head off, fucking eat her. He's chewing her. You're seeing her being turned into a bolus, like, and his fuck. I'm like, no wonder this kid's fucked up. I'd be fucked up too.
Right, and the
imagine
monster,
that live action.
and then the monster the entire time has that weird fucking smile. on
That
its
those
face.
fucking what's that? What book or what book was animated like that or illustrated like that?
Oh, I don't know.
There is a fucking
Oh,
creepy.
the Babadook.
Yeah.
My daughter got a
Babadook
shit
smile.
ton of manga, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it's called, anime books.
Pronunciation,
Oh,
fuck it.
Yeah. But dude, just imagine,
You know, words.
imagine all
They're
that
hard.
shit, but live action. Like
That sounds pretty
first
cool.
scene
Yeah.
is this Asian shit.
What was the other one you had?
Night of the Strange Things, or Night of Something Strange. Dude, that was real fucked up. That was like
I
that-
stay
that-
away
the
from
first-
anything to do with the night of something
The
strange.
first scene of
It's
that
every
movie,
time we all hang
the
out.
first like 5 minutes of the
I
movie,
went a different
they show
direction with
more.
strange.
And there's a dead female and there's a dead dude laying there. And there's this crazy looking like janitor guy. And as the camera pans by, you see the janitor start filling on the dead chick's tits and stuff. And
Oh,
then
so it's Bad Boys 2.
they show the toe tag, and the toe tag says something about dangerous or still active STD. So then it pans back to the janitor, and he's fucking this dead body. So then,
I already love this
it
movie.
shows. Then
I can tell you right now, it's one I'm skipping.
It edits to him laying in his bedroom holding his dick, and his wife's in the kitchen cooking dinner, like streaming for him. He goes to the bathroom, and it's just like blood and pus and nastiness, and he starts turning into like a zombie, and then he rapes his wife she turns into a zombie, and it just like she has like this nasty vag just like dripping goo and shit, and it's like these it's
I'm in love.
fucking crazy,
Hey,
dude.
you guys, like, whatever floats your boat, bro. I mean,
It's one of the movies where you just can't stop watching. It's
Oh,
not
I
like-
could.
Have you
the
seen-
acting isn't very good.
I
but
could
you're like, oh my God.
absolutely
Have-
stop watching that movie.
Has anybody watched Terrifier?
Yes,
No.
Yes. And I got part 2 on DVD somewhere in the house.
I haven't watched part 2. I just love the scene with the big saw and the chick upside
Oh
down.
yeah, Ricky hit me today. Like 2 years ago.
No, we have to explain this to Jared. So he's Art the Clown.
I mean, I know the concept. I know all the memes. Like, I know.
Have you seen the saw scene? He has a chick strapped in the air by her ankles.
Yeah.
And he saws her in half. And the whole time he just keeps looking back over to her friend like, ha 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 ha.
All the way down, like to here.
Yeah.
Or like, no, wait, here. She's upside down.
Yeah.
So he leaves like a part of the skull where she's kind of just.
It was arousing.
Yeah. See,
Kinda.
I don't get that from that. So
Well, we're horrible people.
I
You're a
understand.
different kind of horrible person.
Yeah, I'm a totally different kind of
Cat
fucking.
nine tails with
I'm
the
a
scissors and
I'm a
shit
total
in
different
it.
kind of fucking loser. But like that stuff, and like my kids, my wife, like movies like that, and like the other horror movie like genre that I cannot fucking stand. Not because it's scary at all, because I think it's the dumbest shit on the fucking face of the earth. Is all the fucking supernatural ones and the fucking like
Paranormal Activity 1 through 7.
Yeah, all that shit. I fucking can't stand any of that
Entity
bullshit.
was pretty good.
It's just stupid. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
My horror,
Can we all agree? Can we
the
all
horror shit I like is I like the old cheesy slasher fucking movies.
I'm a creature feature guy. But can we all agree that if zombies happen, it's going to be like 28 days later?
No, because
Dude,
like
that'd be the worst fucking
who wasn't?
way,
No,
dude.
Dino's the one that pointed it out, and he's absolutely right.
About the
I'll be the
deterioration.
judge of that, sir.
There's gonna be a point like where they're zombies, but
Time out. FYI, we can hear you guys on the mics.
FYI, they don't give a fuck. Look at their barren field of fucks, Farmer Scott.
I just a certain
That's
person
your
over
wife.
there,
She owns half your field.
she owns the entire thing.
Yeah, he just has to work it.
Yeah, you're in my film tonight.
I'm just letting you guys know in
you're
case you
just-
say some shit you don't want floating around the internet.
you think you're a husband? You're an indentured servant.
Yeah, I signed the paperwork, Jared. I was there. I was not under duress.
It doesn't. Yeah, but that doesn't. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't mean you can read.
Toby.
Anyway, Dino pointed it out.
Yeah, that. It was two things. One, the level of decay that the rest of their bodies would go through, added to.
Fuck
Scotty.
you! I'm eating a Big Mac.
Yeah,
I know what she means.
Yeah, and they won't be able to poop.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have to because they're still consuming something.
Henceforth, why I said the 28
Yeah,
days
28
later.
days that rage.
They're
was a
not.
different
They're
type of
not.
zombie.
They're not zombies.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
They're not
They called it
undead.
rage.
Right, I forgot.
It was the they were technically zombies
Right,
because
I
they were
forgot,
human
yeah.
hosts passing it on.
I've seen it, but it's been a long time.
When I say that would be the most logical, plausible way, I mean just the circumstances from which it came. Animal testing. We fucked with rabies and Ebola too much. And the next thing you know, some Greenpeace fucks go in there. We're gonna save the fucking chimps, and then your face is gone, and you eat your husband in half.
Well, first of all, hell yeah, stay the fuck away from chimpanzees, bro. They are some vicious
Dude,
motherfuckers.
Now it's the bats, man. All the Ebola. I didn't know Ebola came from bats. I thought Ebola came from monkeys. According to the Senate hearings, now it came from bats.
Oh.
We remember the little Ebola monkeys. Remember?
I remember Ebola coming from all different kinds of animals.
Yeah.
Apparently, now that because they're still trying to push they went from the
Bat.
bat.
No more. That's what gets us kicked off YouTube. Whether you're right or wrong or not, that's what gets us kicked off. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up, Marco.
Either way, no animals. The flying ones, the other ones.
If it's locked in a cage in a government lab somewhere, stop touching it.
Yeah, leave it alone. There's a reason why it says don't feed.
I saw a video the other day. Some guy tried to take a picture in front of a fucking the apes that look like me. Help me.
Orangutan.
Thank you. Yes, and that orangutan grabbed that son of a bitch.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
She grabbed him up and was not.
Was she a
letting
big
him-
one? Did she have like a big? Did she have those big like?
Nope, she was just chilling there.
No, like on her face. You know how they?
No, yeah,
when
no,
they
she-
get
no, she didn't have the
old,
thing.
They get that big.
No, she didn't have the thing. She was
still younger?
Yeah, she was still younger, but just this
He's
look,
lucky, 'cause, like, when they're
the
that
look-
big-
the look on that she wasn't even that big.
That's what I'm saying though. When they're that
Yeah.
big, that they have that there, you don't stand a chance.
But the look on that ape's face
Mm-hmm.
when she's holding on to that guy's leg and there's another guy trying to yank him away and they're trying to get out.
You're not winning
And
that tug of war.
And she's just holding, going, and you just look at her and you can see the process going. I could snap this thing in half and get half of this leg in here.
Yeah.
And you saw her pull a little bit,
Probably
and then she
first.
let go and they pulled him away. Like she was like, I'm gonna test these
Dude.
waters. That shin bone will snap. Okay.
Did you ever hear the Robin Williams audio of him talking about Coco?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Have you ever seen the video of him with
Yeah.
Coco?
Yes.
Dude.
Did you hear what happened when they told Coco Robin Williams died?
Yes.
No.
She signed Cry.
Uh huh.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Well, Coco wanted to fuck Robin Williams.
Yes, she
Yes,
did.
she
Yes,
did.
she did.
That was a hairy man.
When he starts talking about, she started rubbing his nipple, and in his head he's like, "This is just a drill. Do not go full on.
Did I
This
ever-
is just a
Did I ever
drill."
tell you guys the story about? Did I ever tell you about the story about the guys? The story about when we took the kids to the Akron Zoo.
No, I don't think so.
Was it Akron or Pittsburgh? Where the Pittsburgh Zoo.
Scotty had 3 children. Now he only currently has 2. This is why.
So we go, right? My beard's about this size, but my hair was long down to like my shoulders,
So it looked like Otis.
right? A little bit. So we go to the orangutan exhibit, and Lex was just fucking like 7, 8, little. Emily's still in a stroller. And we're at the orangutan. We can see the mom laying in the back behind the tree, just assed out. Right? And then the little sign says she has a baby. We're like, where the hell's the baby? So the baby swings down from up above and looks at me. And it's just hanging out. Now you put the hand on the glass, and it put its hand on the glass. And then some other people came up. And I was like, oh, I'll let the other people look. We've been staying here for a while. So I moved to a different piece of glass, and the little fucking baby went bloop back up top. And then came back down in front of the paint I was on. And Lex looks at the little baby orangutan, and looks at me, and looks at the orangutan, and looks at me and goes, you guys related? And that was the first time I told my daughter to fuck off. But that little fucking, that little baby orangutan thought we was cousins.
Dude, I took my son Marco to the wagon trails up here where they had the rides and all the animals go next to the fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great for my figured Marco needed to get out, see some shit. Dude, I never knew the tongue of a fucking, I don't know if it was a yak or whatever the fuck this huge cattle animal was.
Water buffalo.
This tongue can.
No,
like,
yaks are calm. Water buffalo ain't.
No, they're not.
Now, my son is handicapped for the people out there who don't know. He's not, he's not there. But best believe when this thing wrapped its tongue around its entire head, I thought it was going to yank my son's head off. And it was like, it had the little fucking spiky things on it like a cat's tongue.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's going to rip Marco's whole face off. Like, and you see it in his face, too. Like, the wheels on his wheelchair were locked up. He's grabbing on. He's kind of giving me the look like, you're really going to let this happen?
Danger, Will Robinson.
This is the way it's going to happen. This is gonna go. This big yak is gonna lick my face off. And
You
then,
want
He gonna eat your face.
You want to talk about horrifying shit? Y'all ever see the video of the guy riding the elephant and the fucking tiger comes up out the weeds
No.
and gets level with him before it wipes him off at his fucking elephant?
Oh, I'd love to see that shit.
I actually know. I don't know if it got him or not because the video I've always seen it pause right when the fucking tiger's level with him. But he's sitting on the back of the fucking elephant, and just out of the tall grass, a tiger goes.
Out of the tall grass.
A tiger just goes and just comes out.
show me you're
Right,
a tiger.
and I'm not.
Show
and I-
what you can do.
And I'm not shitting you. When the video pauses, you're the guy on the elephant. When the video pauses, the tiger's here. Like, just like
and
what?
The reason why you get no more video because there was no more video.
Right.
It's just gone.
Nah,
you might have saw the
I would
camera
love-
hit like.
I would love to see that one. I will say the most badass nature video I saw was actually pretty recently, and I like watched all those, you know.
Nature's metal.
Yeah, it should, you know, you got to click it to watch the video
Yeah.
shit.
Like,
This
is this gonna be a horrible decapitation or is it gonna be a spider eating a bird?
Right.
Like,
a fucking hippo.
oh, those fuckers. Are
Oh, I know.
That's actually the #1 killer of people in Africa.
Right.
Yep.
Like I've never been, but I
Aside from
know
AIDS.
people that have been to Africa, and that they are warned about the hippos more than they're warned about any
Yep.
other animal. And I also learned that if you go to Africa,
Get a vaccine.
if you go to Africa, do not tip like the bellboy at the hotel. Person I know that went tipped like they would tip here in America.
Like, hey, thanks
but
for bringing
with-
the bags up. Here's $5.
and got yelled at when the manager like saw them again.
What did he quit his job?
Yes, he goes, you gave him basically a month's fucking salary, motherfucker quit and he ain't come to fucking work. Don't fucking do that again.
What movie was that? Euro Trip.
Okay, but it,
Where,
I mean,
where
it's
he
literally
flips the guy a nickel and he catches it and goes, oh, I start
Yeah.
my own hotel.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And
it
he
was,
slaps the maitre d' and walks
it
away.
was basically shit like that. But
Found that video.
I saw a video of a hippo.
You found the video, Greg?
We'll go to it.
The tiger?
Yeah.
Oh, play it. Watch the TV,
Dude,
Jared.
3 seconds of the story's over, then we play the video.
Fuck your
But no, it's all about Scotty.
Yep, my show, bitch.
Actually, it's yours and Greg.
Rah!
Oh! Yeah, he was fucked. He used the elephant's head as a fucking
Yeah,
springboard.
the reason they cut that
Yeah.
is so they didn't have to have
That was a
a screen on the
decapitation right
over, blur over the.
Yeah, that was decapitation.
Well,
off rip.
the part they cut out was after the tiger knocked the guy off the elephant grabbed the guy and just started slamming him back and forth like the Hulk and Loki.
Yeah.
Like, beat me with that stick again. Beat me with that stick again.
That is Disney's unedited version of the Jungle Book. That was Shere Khan gets Mowgli's ass.
Right, Shere Khan would have killed Mowgli in 35 seconds. That movie would have been short.
It's just how the old school one where they just showed him with his nail in his tooth. Like,
So anyway,
Shere
your
Khan
la-
went all Siegfried and Roy.
so anyway, your last 3 seconds.
Oh, okay. Hit the rewind. No,
Yes, we did it again. Yes.
there's a fucking lion, like full, like big ass, full grown fucking lion, and there's a couple of them, but the other ones are a little bit in the distance.
Male, female.
Female. Wait, no. I think the one I grabbed was a male, but this motherfucker, the lion, and they're kind of looking. The lions are kind of looking, and the hippo's just sitting there, like staring at him, and its ears are doing its thing. And that lion takes one, like his paw, kind of is taking one of those like cautious.
Right,
Cat
just like
steps?
just like what?
And
What's
as soon as
gonna
that
happen to me?
as soon as that pad makes contact with the fucking ground, that fucking hippo was up to 65 miles an hour in a blink of an eye, charging at that fucking lion, and grabs that bitch on the run without slowing down, and just picks it up off the ground, like, and keeps running with the motherfucker, and then flings it.
I'm looking.
And it was just like,
Yep.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, he had
It's
nothing to
ever
do
like,
with it.
I mean, I know it's nothing like, I know it's like they're not the same, but like when you were a kid, the first time you saw a groundhog run,
Yeah.
weren't you kind of amazed that odd, fat, little fucking waddly thing could actually move as fast as it did?
I was like-
fat and wobbly.
I was like, how'd that rolled up towel get away?
Right? Like, but I mean, like when they gotta scoot, them fuckers.
Yeah, I know. When the bullet misses, they take off. And the faster than shit, you can't reload fast enough.
Maybe
Stupid bolt actions.
Maybe you ought to just get better at shooting.
It was 100 yards.
No,
Maybe you ought to just get better at shooting.
Maybe you better suck a dick.
Just because he looks like Lee Harvey Oswald, don't mean he shoots like him.
Exactly.
Okay,
My
he
bullets
does
aren't
dress like you.
My bullets aren't magic, Jared. I can't kill 3 groundhogs with one shot.
Up and to the left.
Back and to the left.
It's like
No, it's groundhogs.
Oh.
Up and to the left.
Yeah.
it's like picking up a 7-10 split.
Speaking of groundhogs, I killed 17 of them last year.
Damn.
Right? I
Now we're
I,
gonna
I
get
caught
banned by PETA.
I caught 2 in conibear traps. Shot 13. Beat 2 to death with a shovel.
Those are respectable numbers. But you're going to have to really up your production if you're going to get anywhere near PETA standards.
I know. Okay, we heard you the first time. You could stop with the Away song. I don't know why my brain just went to, it's in the bone! It's in the bone!
Oh shit.
What does Away mean? It means white devil.
It means white devil.
That's the one.
He's a white devil. So
Not the same movie, but like when my kids are like when the boys are roughhousing and they fuck something up in the house. Like I've become like extremely like I'm a stay-at-home dad now. I have done a ton of work around my house and do a ton of work around my house on a regular basis. And so like I got tired of like motherfucking people. So now like
Except for the mother.
right. So now,
You just
like
fuck her
when
up.
they fuck something up, I'm just like I can feel it. My blood pressure goes up because it feels like a little person is trying to choke me. You know, like not like a midget. Like
We call them dwarves now.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck your vocabulary.
Man, somebody about to take a bat to your knees, and that's solely because they can't reach no higher.
Yeah, exactly. But it just like it feels like a
Take your ankles out.
little weak kid is trying to choke you.
Like an angry backpack is just trying to bring you down.
Right. Like I can feel it.
That's the man.
And I can start feeling my heartbeat in my cheeks, you know? And I'm like,
That's the heart disease, Jared.
and I just,
Yeah.
and I,
We
it's
talked
not,
about this earlier.
yeah, I said it's my blood pressure. I admitted this. Like, listen,
Show me that diabetes foot again.
like, two ears, one mouth. Shut the fuck up and listen, Scott.
No.
Klingon, 4 ears.
But I just look at, I start yelling. I'm like, quit blowing holes in my ship.
Dad's blowing shit again, Ma.
Just tell me you charge more than $7.
Look, there's the back for $7.
Publishers
All right,
clearing.
Boomhauer, shut the fuck up.
Publishers clearinghouse.
That's
and
what's
being-
wrong with this whole generational and fluidity thing. You know, now you get to undercut the women.
What?
That's $7, $20. All you gotta do is close your eyes.
I mean, the beard's kind of scratchy.
70s Bush, just pretend.
Oh, you got me there.
Have you met have
It's
you
like
seen some of
SpongeBob.
the Puerto
It's like
Rican
SpongeBob.
women on the east side?
Imagination.
Wee woo, wee woo.
That's one of my favorite SpongeBob episodes, dude.
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Just turn your siren on, Patrick.
Dude, on
Did I just do a proper SpongeBob
Yes,
voice?
yeah,
did.
you pretty much did.
Yes, you did.
My
I still love. Sorry to cut you
No,
off.
go
again. I still love how the voice of Patrick is Dauber from fucking Coach,
Yep.
and and the voice of Mr. Krabs is the bad guy from Pet Cemetery 2.
Yep. SpongeBob is one of the because
Oh, shit.
The main guard from Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Is the voice of Mr. Krabs.
the one of the side effects of or one of the symptoms of one of the conditions I have is in a cyclical pattern. I can almost on a like it might be off a day or two, but I can pretty much pinpoint it on a calendar. I get a solid chunk of anywhere from 4 to 6 days of complete like insomnia. And I very rarely, I don't get much sleep unless it'll take like a sleep aid or something. But I have to have something on the television when I'm like that. But it has to be something that just by listening, like I've already seen it a million times and I know what's going on, so that I use it just to drown out all the voices in my head, so that I can get that 1 or 2 hours of sleep that night. And SpongeBob is one of the main go-tos. I am always like, I've watched
Brickleberry, Futurama.
I've been through Brickleberry,
Paradise PD.
that one,
Yeah.
Family Guy, American Dad,
Bob's Burgers.
Reno 911.
No, just regular old Cops works
I
good.
started
Bob's
doing the horror
Burgers.
movies, but anybody laying next to me, they
Two
fucking started having bad
like
dreams
kid
and shit.
cartoons that I watch because I watched them with the boys is Johnny Test and Kick Patowski.
No, see, ours is.
I'm getting a Kick Patowski tattoo. Like in the opening when he kicks up the skateboard and he's holding it and he's like his back's to you and he goes whoosh. That's I'm getting the Kick Patowski tattoo to go with my Hawaiian Punch guy and my Beavis and Butthead.
So is it going on the left ass cheek or the right ass?
No,
cheek?
that's my back. I don't have anything on my ass yet.
Just cum stains.
No. I wear I spray it with
Those
cooking
are
oil first.
Slimer spots.
I spray it with cooking oil first, so it just slides
That's
right
what
off.
you should do. You should just get it like
Little
go
turtle
fuck
wax
with
action
Slimer.
beforehand.
Yeah,
Right
just
above
cold
your
water.
ass
Just
crack.
cold water. Whoop! Right off. Not hot water. You got hot water. It gets like fucking rubber cement. We all know this. We all know this.
all know this.
Like a bad booger.
You gotta turn the shower to cold
And
real quick.
listen, I'm in my mid-40s. So I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter. I don't know about taste, but I can tell you I know no matter what you eat or drink, it don't change the smell of the shit.
That's the disinfectant they use at the fucking whack-off booth, Jared. It's not the cum.
I don't know. I don't care if it's at
Clorox
home.
is Clorox. No matter what.
Clorox is Clorox.
You ever walk into a fucking
Why
place?
does it all smell like Astroglide?
Have you ever walked into a place that you could tell they just cleaned and gone, why does it smell like somebody just fucked in here?
I've been in fucking places where no matter how clean it got, it wasn't a Clorox smell. It was just you smelled the badussy all
You smell the
over.
badussi.
I had a tool pusher out on a drill rig one night. I can't remember what we did the previous night shift that pissed him off. We were pretty good at that.
Probably left him out of the circle jerk.
But we showed up the next night and he goes, and all
You
we were
hit
doing,
him. You weren't supposed to hit him. You hit the one in the middle.
they had already TD'd the whole trip pipe out. Casing was the only thing they were doing was we were circulating. Our whole shift was just going to be circulating. So all we had to do is every once in a while check pressures. We didn't have anything to do. He goes, listen, our doghouse is
Very
like
technical, sir.
all the benches and the cabinets and the drawers and everything's steel, right? And it had all been painted like battleship gray with that like old oil paint and stuff.
Right.
So
The kind that if you get wet, it starts to beat up and roll
he
off.
still has cans of it. And he goes, I want you guys to paint the back of the doghouse. Take everything out of the drawers, paint the faces, paint the cabinets, paint everything. If you have enough time, I want you to paint the bottoms of the benches that hit the part where it hits the floor. And then he leaves. And we're like, fuck, man. I sure as fuck don't want to do all that tonight. My driller looks at me and goes, man, we ain't going to do that. He goes, I got it covered. I'm like, dude, he's going to know we didn't fucking paint anything. He's like, I got it covered. He goes, come on. And we went outside and we smoked a blunt. And we go back in the doghouse. And he grabs a bag of rags and a case of WD-40. And he goes, coat this motherfucker.
Yep.
We coated every fucking thing that was Battleship Gray with fucking WD-40 and scrubbed the fuck. Spent about 45 minutes to an hour scrubbing the motherfucker.
Right, with WD-40, you don't even just scrub it, you just wipe it.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because of how much there was.
Because I use that shit on bronze headstones. Takes the dirt right off of them. Fucking water beads up, rolls off.
Well, the smell too, bro.
Yeah.
Inside that, tool pusher came in the next morning when night shift showed up, and he was like, "God damn!" I talked to the lease or the company man, and We were dead set. We were going to fire you motherfuckers this morning because I knew there was no goddamn way you were going to do that shit last night. Man, he goes, now I owe him a fucking case of beer.
And a can of fucking WD-40.
Dude, for people who've never worked in the oil field, like when we were drilling some of these...
The most I've worked in an oil field is I cleaned your
The
fucking
shitters.
shitters.
Honey Dipper!
And you know it's fun.
Hey, the Honey Dipper's here!
You know it's fun. Not the worst ones I've ever saw.
No, I'm going to tell you right now.
Not by a long shot.
Oh, Scotty had the shittiest of jobs, literally.
Because most... Look, man, most drillers and pipeliners and shit... we don't want to deal with that shit. They're not like... Oh, wow.
Well, because, yeah, you fuck up my porta-john, it ain't going to get stocked. You're going to
No.
have a bad day.
But
And I ain't coming back for a week.
like, everybody I know drove a diesel something. Even if it was a fucking, like, Volkswagen fucking Rabbit or something.
Yeah.
Everybody drove a diesel. You know why? You know how many gallons of diesel fuel are stored on a drill rig?
A lot.
Because they create their own power. I mean, it runs everything. Even if it's an electric rig,
Yeah.
the way they get their electricity is diesel generators produce the electricity.
Yep.
Mine on my rig was actually an old Detroit diesel.
Oh, God.
we had to put oil in that motherfucker every well.
Fry oil in that bitch.
Hey, okay, it's been 20 minutes. Let's go put oil in the
Let's go
fucking...
put oil in that bitch. But, and it's kind of like, it's off-road, so it's died.
Yep.
But everybody pulls up to that fucking fuel tank. I mean, I had drillers filling up their fucking pickup trucks and their fucking transfer tanks. Like, nobody paid for fuel.
No.
For like 5 years straight, nobody paid for
And-
diesel.
Oh, like
You know,
that when I worked
hey,
at the
fun fact. Unless you're in a large truck, they will never check you. for
Yeah,
off-road.
DOT's never, because regular state police don't have.
Allegedly.
No, they don't.
Allegedly.
They don't even have the jurisdiction to fuck with anything DOT.
Well, no, not even that. If it's a relatively modern vehicle, there's a screen in there. They can't even check it if they wanted to.
Correct.
They'd have to drop your tank. On big rigs,
They
tanks
could
are on the
just dip
side.
it.
You could crack it open,
Yeah.
stick a white rag down in there, pick it up, and go, "That's pink. You're off the road."
Yep. But they don't check.
Nope.
Um,
No, the worst porta johns I've ever fucking encountered. Nelson's Ledges.
I was gonna say it has to be the ledges, bro.
I found all five.
Especially after fucking festivals.
I have found all five major fluids in one porta john before.
What are the 5 major fluids, Scotty? For those out there that don't know.
Piss, shit, vomit, blood, semen. Fun fact, I found a porta john at Nelson's Ledges where I'm fairly positive some chick, potentially a man, I don't know, I won't judge, was just taking shots.
Back shots?
Nope.
Shots.
Nope. Sitting on the pot. Somebody would step in, and I'm assuming all this from the carnage I saw the next day. Because you could see the outline of 2 legs on the tank, and then just semen on the tank, a giant pile of semen next to where like you were going, and just all over the floor.
That is an entire night of ecstasy,
Whoever
and meth, and
She left out of there with her house payment paid.
Dude, yeah. If that person was charging, they made a killing.
Yep, that was more than
yeah, but I'm
$7.
guaranteeing you
Or-
they probably weren't charging.
Or Peter North was at the fucking Ledges that weekend. I highly doubt that one, though.
Somebody blew a horse load right out
Oh
the
my
back
god,
of
dude!
her
I
neck.
swear to God. So I went. Somebody had a fun time, and it was fun because it was because at the time it was early in the season. They didn't have the gate open there yet, so that one was those 3 units were just tucked off, like 20 yards from where everybody else was camping. So
Oh yeah, those are the fuck
you
ups.
know, there was just people just lined up in the dark watching that door to open up, and they were running up to get next in line. But I pumped it out.
I pumped it out.
No, the tank.
So a lot of them bumped it out.
So did everybody else
Yeah,
that
they
night,
did.
Scott.
But I cleaned the tank out, filled it back up, took
like
out
a- like-
the hose.
Pumped the tank out, licked the lid. We were good to go.
Took out the hose with the cold water. Took out the hose with the cold water and just sprayed that motherfucker down and went about my day.
I just always.
He's got a cup over there in the corner, the corner of the floor where the doorway, and just catching the runoff.
I'm just standing there spraying it like, why does it smell like disinfectant in here?
Why does it smell like somebody fucked?
Why does it smells like a Sears bathroom?
Oh my God.
Dude, remember 8 Crazy Nights?
No.
Yes, I do, but
They locked a little midget guy in the porta-john, man.
Hey, we're calling them dwarves now.
yeah.
Actually, he was just a short guy. I called him a midget just to be
Technically,
derogatory.
if you're under 4'10", you're legally a dwarf.
Well, if you have pointy ears, you're an elf.
And if you make cookies, you're a Keebler elf.
Those are the best kind. Some of them other elves are.
If you're on the windowsill, you're an elf on the shelf.
No, you're an elf on a sill.
Whatever. I use windowsills.
Okay, but it's still not a shelf. It's a windowsill.
I put fucking books on a fucking windowsill. It's a shelf.
It doesn't matter what you use it for. Look, man, this is an ashtray. If you want to clean it out and serve yourself a fucking sandwich on it, it's not a plate. It's still a fucking ashtray.
There's a plate at that time. I'm using it.
We can throw air quotes around it.
We throw it.
You know what? If we want, if
It identifies as a goddamn plate.
if we're eating a sandwich off of this, it's nice and clean. It's a plate. If he's putting books on the windowsill, it's a shelf.
It's a sill.
Just like it's a woman.
No.
No, it's not.
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. But we're not going to talk about
I know a lot of trans people that agree with that statement as well.
Whatever.
I was trying not to fucking... I switched it up.
You would.
He's always switching it up.
Yeah.
From Craigslist.
So how hard was
From
it-
Craigslist to Backpage. Craigslist to Backpage.
So how hard was it to get that baseball bat to mount to the wall? And also, how hard is it to aim when you run backwards?
I subcontracted it out.
Well, he's actually getting excited because, you know, the weather's getting warmer and he'll have some cornfields to run naked backwards through here shortly.
Well, it's Marco.
it's a
To get him
fun
excited, we got to strap him to the hood of the car and drive through.
No. That's to get him off, not to get him excited. We're not going all the way. He hasn't paid
He's
up.
my homie. I'll help him for free.
No,
That's the bad thing, because you know damn well, I'm like, all right, fucking strap me up. This guy's like, no, I'm already on here. Drive!
No, I'll be standing off to the side going, give me the camera. Give me the camera.
And
then we get to the other side of the
Jerry
field.
yells, Slayer!
Right, and then we get to the other side of the field, and nothing happened. Marco's just covered in red bruises and welts.
you got
And he's sitting there going, well, that was anticlimactic. And then I
get
jam an ear of corn in his ass.
you got the other side of the field, and standing there in the headlights of the vehicle is Dino just eating the fucking
corn.
ear of corn on the cup.
I'm better than all you guys.
He is a proper fucking loser, guys.
Yeah, we're just regular
We're
losers.
just fucking losers.
We're just regular losers.
Right.
Hey, I fully admit that I'm a piece of shit. Like, I have no quarrels about it. I'm a piece of shit.
No, I'm not. I 100% admit I give what I get from people.
What was that thing I said? I was gonna send it to you and I forgot. But hell, I'll fucking find it after the show.
Matter facker.
Well, fuck, we never finished talking. I was telling you about Tokyo Gore Police.
Yes.
We got on the STD movie. The first scene of Tokyo Gore Police, man, there's a little Asian chick. And
Well, yeah, I would assume.
she's
She's not gonna be fucking Swedish in Tokyo.
Oh man, it's like the whole Jesus concept. It's Tokyo, but it's all white folk.
It's all Scandinavian.
It's all Scandinavian.
They got she's obviously the main character. Like, they show her.
They got Amina Marth playing the lead role.
Like, the shit that's going on. Dude,
some
they show
Crouching
her like
Tiger,
she's
Hidden
like
Dragon
trying
shit.
to get herself motivated to do what she got to do. She's taking a razor to her arm, just slicing herself the fuck up. So then she gets out in front of this building. She grabs a bazooka. She fucking hops up on the bazooka and launches herself to the top of the fucking building on top of the bazooka. where this guy with these dreadlocks are like fucking throwing chainsaws into these samurai cops' faces. Blood and guts everywhere. The fucking ninja girl comes out, she pulls out a fucking sword, she slices, or she parries one of the chainsaws, it hits another dude, slices him in half. She ends up slicing the top of this dude's head off, and his brain grows these big, like, fucking cannons out of it, and starts shooting eyeballs. Dude, that's like the first fucking, like, 5
What
10
is this
minutes.
on?
I don't know.
Tokyo Gore.
No,
No,
what
what-
is it on?
What do you mean?
Platform.
What streaming service?
Tubi!
Yes.
Free!
Dude,
With commercials.
Dude, and
You know
I
what?
actually
I'm a
got
little
the
upset
real one,
at
the
this-
non-dubbed one. I read the fucking subtitles to the one.
Oh, I have subtitles on anyway because
I'm-
I don't want to listen to it loud and I can't hear where the fuck.
I'm almost a little upset right now because that movie sounds like really, really, really fucking cool on acid. And
that I feel like
I don't know about that.
it
about
promotes
that.
cutting a lot. You might not want to be doing acid, but like, hey, this is cool. Like they have advertisement for like pink razor blades with fucking teddy bears on them.
I mean, I think you can actually
Great.
buy those.
Greg, fucking pull up a trailer or a clip from Tokyo Gore Police. They got clips of fucking that other movie on YouTube too.
Oh god. They're both on Tubi?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Of course, Mark's not paying for a streaming service, man.
Fuck no. Well, I do, but it's for all my kids. My kids watch the premium shit.
Well, yeah, you don't. Well, I mean, I imagine.
Marco,
they're not watching your Pornhub account.
just out of principle.
Oh no! Oh no!
Just out of principle, though, Marco refuses to watch the premium shit he pays for just to teach some goddamn kids a fucking lesson.
Little bastards.
Little fuckers.
They're just only like maybe there'll be one good movie, and I'll have to buy a subscription just to get the
Oh, that
one
was
good
so
movie.
mean. I'm so glad I kept it in my head.
I was like, what did I miss? Seriously, he starts. I'm like, what?
Oh, those little bastards. Yeah, with all their mobility issues. Oh, not one of them can walk right.
The girls.
I'm not
can.
wrong.
The girls can,
Well,
kind of.
Iffy. Marco's family picture looks like a fucking Jerry Lewis telethon ad.
Ain't that the popcorn the kettle black?
I'm only got 5!
oh, trailer. We're reacting to this. We're allowed to do it.
And they're all the streaming area.
犯人は田中コーチ29歳。強盗並びに監禁の前科。通りすがりの女性を拉致監禁。当該廃ビルに立てこもり中。
私たちの暮らしを豊かにします。東京警察株式会社。
これは復讐なんだぜ。革命の布石なんだ。
我々が守ります。東京警察株式会社。
Dude, fuck.
I have to say, one of my favorite moments in Japanese cinema is one of the modern Godzilla movies. And it has nothing to do with actual Godzilla. There's a scene,
Like a
Where-
modern Toho or a modern like America?
modern Toho. I think it was one of the Mecha Godzilla remakes. Spaceship comes down, right? So all the police and troopers and shit amass on the roof, right? So they got machine guns pointed up at it, And, you know, like, they're all just, like, ready. You know, like, come on, motherfucker. We got this. And, like, and they're panning slowly across everything. And right in the middle of everybody, there's one guy holding a riot shield. And that's it. Just standing there. Everybody else got, like, heavy arms and everything else. And he's just got a riot shield, like, huh.
Don't you think
And it's
about
like,
it? If there's a
what are you going to
spaceship
do
above
with your plexiglass piece of shit shield?
Just think about it, though. If there's a spaceship above you, I don't give a fuck what kind of hand, arm you have. You're not fucking shooting that.
No.
That shield was just as
But what I'm
effective
saying
as
is there's like
somebody's AR at that
60,
moment.
70 people standing there, armed to the teeth, and one dumb fuck
Has
with a
just
riot shield and a pistol on his hip, and he's just holding it above him like it's gonna do a fucking thing.
That's the Black Widow in the middle of the Avengers. Everybody's all hulking out. And
You know what?
She cocks her gun.
So like,
It's in Hawkeye. I got a bow and arrow.
I really like to
I
watch.
can't hear. I'm Greg, except I have a talent.
I really like to watch.
So we gotta start calling Greg cockeyed?
I don't know. Did somebody put a dick in his eye?
You kinda just did.
Metaphorically.
Cockeyed. We'll get copyrighted if we use Hawkeye, fucker.
CAWK. Cockeye.
Die Afros America.
Wow, you can go fuck your entire self.
What?
I don't know.
I don't.
He's out here promoting hate and shit. So.
I don't even understand. I don't.
No, the last one he just put up there was like Nazi and shit spelled with fucking like exclamation points and shit because he doesn't have the balls to actually say the words.
Okay, well, whatever it was, I don't know. But listen. First of all,
Fuck off.
There you go.
but we also we
have to
don't
think
need
about
any fucking help getting kickoff of shit.
That's what I was telling him.
Like, goddamn. Plus, like, we don't like. I don't like if you were serious about
Yo no hablando,
what they're saying you
pendejo.
said. Since I didn't see it with my own eyes, I don't know. But if it's like that, then yeah, man, definitely go fuck yourself. Get out of here.
Would I lie to you, Jared?
No, but I mean, how do I know
I
that?
would,
How
but
do I
it
know you
said-
didn't just catch it for a second and interpret
I've
something?
seen
Like,
it.
I don't know.
Because I know how to read. I'm not Marco.
Okay, but am I allowed to
Motherfucker, I've seen
reserve
it
at least?
before
Am I
you.
allowed to reserve at least a percentage of judgment if I didn't witness it myself?
I will give you 2%.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yes, that sounds.
Greg, can you recycle the comments back to the screen?
Oh,
Or are you
man.
busy fucking Googling that motherfucker?
I'm busy.
Find out who he is.
I'm doing my research.
Yo no hablando, pendejo.
I'm fact checking. Yeah, I don't know. But back like you're talking about the riot shield.
Yes.
So like I really like a lot of like the cop drama shit. Like I watch all the NCISs. I watch all like
proper cop
shit-
drama, not like real life cop drama.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Like I love Chicago
I
PD.
watched the other ones where the cops beat up on people.
Bum, bum.
Chicago PD.
Da-da-da-da.
But like, so what I always laugh at is like we all know, like, well, you know, even all the CSIs. Like I watch the Pluto channel, the CSI channel, all that shit.
Yeah.
But when they go into somewhere and the SWAT team has those shields and they're marching forward and the shield's barely covered just below the knee,
Right.
I'm like, no, one of the 22 motherfuckers in there with an automatic machine gun started shooting anywhere near the dirt.
Right, they're
something?
called street sweepers for a reason.
Like,
Because you just
all
sweep
you,
it.
see, all you see is like, you know, the special effects of every round hitting the shield this far above the dude's shin. Brrr. They're all down.
Yep.
I know, and it's you know
Actually, the what?
I don't expect them to be
I-
realistic because like
Never seen
when
go
does a
for the
crime
head
scene
or the
technician
feet.
when does the crime scene technician ever put a bulletproof vest on and join the fucking like SWAT team for a raid?
What was I? What
That
was
doesn't happen.
What was it? What was it? What was it?
But the shows are fucking amazing. I'm fucking awesome.
Looking all
Hold on.
hot and shit. with-
What was it? Oh, the best one. Best one I ever saw was on Burn Notice.
Oh, I love that fucking show.
Right to the point where every time I see Jeffrey Donovan in anything now, I'm like, what's Michael Weston doing?
You know,
now?
he's one of the new detectives in the current
Law and Order?
season of Law and Order, the original Law and Order.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
There was the one part in Burn Notice where it like paused and he starts explaining shit.
I love those.
Right, and he goes, 9mm won't penetrate an engine block. But it's really hard to drive when they're coming up through your floor, and it shows them ricocheting them off the ground in front of the car, and they're coming up through the floorboards in the car, and it's like, that would work.
I seen one of them.
If you get the perfect fucking angle.
Yeah, because you're.
But then again, it's blacktop, so you might.
Because you're RoboCop and have like fucking computerized targeting system.
Dude, I seen one where the killer like made bullets out of frozen hamburger meat.
Yeah.
And then Mythbusters tested it.
And that's how they caught him, because of the maggots that ate the hamburger meat.
Yeah.
Right. The ice bullet one. There was that ice bullet one. Because then the projectile melted.
Mm-hmm.
But
oddly enough,
no,
though,
real life. My kid.
An icicle's the perfect murder weapon.
Yeah. A kid.
Learned that in fucking the Griswolds.
Yeah.
When
So-
the fucking thing shot through the window.
I was talking to somebody who just happened to get released the other day, and
Wait. He was released from a penitentiary potentially, or he got a good release.
released. He was incarcerated.
Like a massage.
Probably
Incarcerated.
have releases in the incarceration.
Released from incarceration.
Okay.
But anyways, we were just talking, and he was talking about you
Murder
guys.
was the case they gave me.
You know how stupid. Yeah, well, yeah, but you know how stupid guys are when they some guys when they get locked up, man. They just because they want that credibility.
Yeah, they just go all ham sandwich.
Phone check.
Dude, this guy, he goes, man, these two guys came in on a fucking murder charge. And he goes, they just started telling everybody about it, like on the block. Just started telling, like, because they'd never been locked up before. And so they're like wanting cred. And they start, well, like, he's like, people talk and people.
Well, not even that.
Talk,
not even that. Just you're gonna start bragging about it. You got paper checked.
Right.
Everybody knows what you did. Shut up.
Right.
Like you run your mouth that the rat's gonna get it, and you're going in for a while.
Right. Exactly.
But with the paper check, everybody can just speculate about why you're in.
Right.
Like, did they do it? Here's what
Right.
they came in for.
But one of the other ones, he was talking to.
He was trying to save his
They
butthole.
thought they were free and clear because they policed their brass.
Okay.
Well,
Dummies didn't use a revolver, but whatever.
Regardless, they were smart enough to police their brass, but one of the projectiles, I don't know what caliber, I don't know any of that information, but one of the projectiles stayed in the guy that got shot. They extracted the bullet and were able to pull enough of a fingerprint off of the remaining projectile to run it through the computer, and the guy was in the system.
Bum bum. Da-na-na-na-na.
Off the
Produced by Dick
projectile.
Wolf.
Right, but off the, no, and this
Yeah.
is legit. Like,
That's also a Michael Weston thing.
right, but like back, you know what's funny
It was
is
like the first episode.
what's funny, but what's funny is like back when CSI was first doing shows like that.
We couldn't do that.
Correct, we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And now they can.
Yup.
Like back then, you were like, "Oh, that's so fucking cool," because like you're thinking like, you know,
Like there's
this
no
is,
way we could do that.
This
but
is
it's
high
crazy.
tech, and then like
Yeah.
now it's just like, yeah, they can fucking do all that.
Yep.
Like I had to, you know, I have a son that took some steps like I did at one point in life, and he's got a shit, you know, he's getting his shit together. But when some people from his past that he no longer wants around start showing up, like, you know, he starts to go that old way of thinking, and he's like, man, if they don't just shut the fuck up. I'm like, first of all, they're just talking, they're not showing up.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Words are just
I
words.
said,
Get better
"You go-"
words.
He's like, I know how to not get caught, and I'm like, bro, you gotta remember something. Your DNA's in the system, man.
Yep.
You can't do fuck the rest of your life, and nothing serious, because there's no, like, really, you think, like, how are you gonna be, like
your face, your fingerprints, your
everything,
DNA,
every
all
fucking
of it.
thing.
Oracle has it. It's all in Oracle.
That's why, like, I get, and I've even preached the same thing for those, like, 23andMe's and those ancestries and stuff, like, for people not to do it. But, like, my shit's in the system from like not recent. My shit's in the system from a very long time ago.
Yeah.
So like, what do I have to lose? My shit's on like my shit's already.
Yeah.
What do I? If yours isn't, don't do that shit for fun. Like you're stupid. My shit's already in there. So like, what the fuck? It doesn't matter.
Right.
Like
I've donated blood, so mine's in
Just
the
like
system.
them Facebook questions.
I don't know how much
Well,
of your
I-
actual like.
My prints are in the system. For
Okay,
sure.
yeah, but like I don't know how much you're like, if I leave a skin something cell, if I leave any
Look, basically, what it boils down to is if you're gonna do a thing, you better have a damn good fucking reason, and you might as well just sit there afterwards and wait.
right, like it better to be worth it
Yeah.
because there's no
Like if you're gonna potentially do something that's penitentiary,
especially
time,
in a crime of passion, do you really think you're going to have the wherewithal and under that stress level to take care of everything that forensically they could find on you if your shit's already all over the place?
that's what. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if it gets to the point where you're gonna do something that's 25 to life,
Just
sit there
do it, and
then just sit there. Yep.
we're going to take care of this in a way that I don't get shot when you show up.
Yeah, I'll be on the stoop. I'll be on the stoop. The crime scene's behind me.
Right, like as soon as you pull in, I will be face down with my hands behind my head.
Right, like they're gonna pull up, and I'm gonna be sitting on the stoop going, "You should have brought galoshes. Let's go."
Be like, you better get the Vicks out.
Yeah, some shit happened in there. Like, what do you mean by some shit happened in there, sir? I got here at 7 last night. It is now noon the next day.
I've already got your crime scene photos. They're right here.
They've been
And
posted.
that right there, that is shit. I did shit in there on top of it.
I did. I'm sorry. After everything,
I said, the hell with it.
I was so excited, the hormone dump and everything. You know what happens.
Yeah.
That shit
Actually,
right
just-
on his
I
face.
drank a lot of coffee the morning before I came over.
Oh, let me put this bowl of cereal away.
I take a fiber pill in the
You guys
morning. I've
took
gotten
too
I'm
long.
over 40. I got to.
Dude, I just saw a story about a guy who was a serial killer and kept confessing to murders he didn't commit that were just obvious that he didn't commit them because that he'd get back out. So they would prosecute him for a murder that he didn't commit and none of the evidence would line up and they would just let him fucking go and he'd go kill a few more people and then they'd catch him up and then he'd confess to something that he didn't do and none of the evidence worked and then he would get out and then he'd go kill some more people. It was fucking craziness. But he
Like
just,
the
he just
Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah, he just kept confessing to shit he never did, and they would prosecute him for it. And none of the evidence worked, so they had to let him go. Because if it didn't work for that one, it didn't work for any of them. It was
they usually jump on the most obvious. Well, he confessed to this, so
Yep.
we can get him on this, and this, or maybe we can't get him on these, but we can get him on this one. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, nothing fucking works.
Yep. Like there was no way he could feasibly do it. Like there's video evidence of him in Wisconsin, and he's confessing to a murder in Nebraska that happened when he was into Walgreens in fucking Wisconsin.
I did that drive-by in Compton in 92. That's me with the bandana. I just got a real dark tan.
I was the one who brained that truck driver.
I
With
was
the
about
brick.
to say, I'm the one that threw the brick at Rodney King.
No. The truck driver.
The truck driver, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't we all just
How'd your research go over there, Captain Ones and Twos?
Not too well, man. I ain't finding this chat nowhere.
Hey, that's probably because he's a piece of shit.
Or fake account blocked us as soon as we said something. Who
Yeah,
knows?
but I mean, I even went on a different
I feel like it
phone,
was Doo Doo
different
Johnson.
account,
Can
all
you
kinda
can you
stuff.
bring them back up?
What, the comments?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want?
I want to
Bring
see,
'em.
Yeah, I want to show Jared it was real.
I feel like it was.
We're gonna
Doo-
dispel the 2%.
I feel like it's Doo Doo
getting
Johnson.
into
Well,
some whole
this
milk.
2%, not that 2%.
All right, that's the first one.
Okay, I don't understand that.
Attack in school, 5, 4, 3, bang, pow, boom, Viva, and then that says Nazi,
Ah, okay.
and then Skulls and Crossbones, and then Die Afros America, because that guy obviously did not get hugged enough when he was a child.
Or too much.
Potentially. Either way. Marco, what's that say? I'm waiting.
That's not Cuban.
Oh no, this got kind of weird little fucking symbols and shit on top.
Hold on, leave it up, Greg. Jared looks like he's going to Google it.
Yep, I'm Googling it.
Vos sabos de mí. I probably just said some horrible shit.
Yeah, don't like. What does that mean? Let me repeat it on air.
It's on the
Sounds like
screen.
Sounds like some stupid voices.
Oh wait, sorry.
Major stupid voices, something like that.
Sayo.
Now we're giving him attention.
Yeah, that's
Fuck that cock holster.
John Cruz. It sounds Mexican-y.
Nah. Oh,
Everything's Mexican-y to you.
she said she sent it to you. Whatever it.
Look at
it
your
is.
phone, Dinglefuck.
All right, back to. Did you get it all, Jared?
It's. I'm still working on it.
All right, there it is.
I know English is a hard language, and you're having trouble with the different one. It's okay.
No, when I just typed in what was up there, it gave me nothing but websites in that language. It didn't give me the.
You gotta put
give me the translation.
You gotta put translation after.
Well, that's what I'm typing now.
TRANSLATION.
You are too silly.
Really? What?
Attack,
Portuguese?
Attacker Radio.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't wasn't Spanish, but that makes sense. I am. I don't know.
So he was a fan, but yet he's a piece of shit. Then they all go in line.
I don't even.
Why?
I don't know. Why? I don't know.
Yeah, well, here. On behalf of Upside Down Studios, fuck your opinion.
Boom.
I like it. Fuck your opinion, motherfucker.
That about sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not endorsing that bullshit.
I still kind of want to know what it says. Nobody's.
He just
I
said
did.
it.
You are too silly.
In
So he
Portuguese.
was kind
It's
of a-
Portuguese.
He was a fan, but he was a racist fan. It's like the white supremacists that support Trump. We don't want them.
I don't
want them.
I don't need that kind of fan.
No, not at all. I got my own internal hate. I don't
Some
need to
people's
project
children.
nobody
If
else's.
that was some sick attempt at humor, please find a new writer.
No, I won't do it for you.
Yo no hablando, pendejo.
Give him $7, he will.
No, that's for sexual favors.
Yeah, I don't know
No,
what the
you said
Portuguese
anything.
conversion is.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Right.
Got me there. But now we can't find him. He
I
just
got a garage that needs cleaned out.
I reserve the
Need
right to
two of
refuse
those.
service to anybody for any reason.
Hoes don't get to do that.
I'm not a hoe. I am a highly paid professional.
As an
Oh.
escort.
It's an escort.
He's a gentleman of the night.
He'll escort your.
It's sometimes the mid-morning.
He'll escort his hand to your cock.
I'm a hand job.
They're not hookers. They're massage therapists. They'll massage your cock for money. There's a word for that. I think it's hooker.
You're a hooker. Never gets old.
Where are you gonna stay? Madam Kamei said I can stay at the palace.
You're fucking sick.
Hey Timmy, can I sleep on your couch tonight? Why? So you can jerk off on my mom too? Jeff's a fucking liar, Timmy. God, that movie's good. We made the tea we found in her tin. I can hear my hair growing.
Barry sucked on his first titty tonight.
For 14 and a half hours.
Oh
No
shit.
clue what the fuck you're talking about.
Grandma's,
boy.
No, Jesus.
I
was
love
in
that
10
fucking
minutes of
movie.
that movie, and I
Punch him in the face right now. I can't reach him.
You forgot your smoking lamp.
I'm sorry, was that expensive piece? What is this? It's like Cypress Hill concert in here. Alex, I do not rent to these kind of people. I give you 5 minutes to get
Remove
your
his testicles through his
Yeah,
anus.
I give you 5 minutes to get your shit before my friend here removes your testicles through your anus. Because I like you, I give you 10. No more chores, Grandma.
yeah. See, they were. In,
There was this fire, and I was saving it from this baby.
This is my roommate and her friends.
Oh, my goodness.
My eyes, dude, I still love the part where.
Dildo lunch.
Yeah, I love the part where Grandma fucked with him. I died right over here on the floor, and nobody helped me.
Oh my God, Sophie! I swear to God, I'd have helped you. I swear to fucking God, I'd have helped you. Gotcha! Ah! No, one of my favorite line in that movie is Sophie didn't die in the bed, did she? Oh no! She fell out of bed and died right here on the floor. Oh, okay.
I've just seen one part. It was when I think it was Nick Swanson.
Nick Swartzen.
Nick Swartzen, he's so
when he
fucking
kissed the
funny.
old lady, and it was just all gross. And
No, you know what the best part of that scene was? If you listen to the commentary on that movie, her husband and children were just off camera.
That was the day they came to set.
oh,
I remember that.
Yeah, and then they also shot the scene where they're laying naked in the bed together after they fucked that same day.
Yeah.
And
Anna, what are you doing?
No, and Nick Swartz is like, yeah, that husband was just staring daggers at me that whole time.
Dude, he is so funny. His shit
He
on
got fat.
he did,
Just
but
in the face.
his shit on Reno
How do you
9
get fat in just the face?
his shit on Reno 911. A hand job is still a job.
A blowjob is still a job.
100% ostrich leather. New boot goofing.
Moleskin.
New boot goofing.
I love that fucking show, man.
It was good for like the first 2 seasons for me, and then it just kind of
The one
petered out.
where it really went like when it was what was it over the terrorist one where they got broken up and like another like
I have no
a
idea.
federal that's when it went like there was a season where it just kind of went like
they tried to do some serious shit.
no, but they just they felt look to me what it looked like was they realized they had kind of come to an end of what they could do with what they had that they needed to flip it a little bit. So they made this like they were being part of this. They all got fired from the sheriff's department.
Oh yeah, the kid just kind of bounced around between them, doing whatever they were doing.
Yeah, and then there came a time where like they were put back together from some like I want to say it was like an anti-terrorist
that
group
was
or something.
that was about when I stopped watching.
And that's when I stopped.
Yeah.
But I will still watch the reruns from that and before. They're fucking gold.
What the fuck is
Cedric Yarborough.
911.
Cedric Yarborough is fucking hilarious in that.
Who is he?
The black guy.
Okay.
He is fucking
black
hilarious.
guy.
What?
What? He's laughing at my reaction. Oh, okay. Because there was only the one.
Well, there was.
Yeah.
There's a black girl too.
Yeah. he
Yeah, but
said
that's
they
not a
did-
black guy.
Now, who knows nowadays?
No matter what, in that show, it was a black girl and a black guy, no matter what.
The portrayal.
I don't care what they were portraying.
No, it was very obvious, Mark.
Right, but I mean, I'm just saying, even if so, it doesn't matter. For that show, that's
Yeah.
what they were. That was their character. So I don't give a fuck.
He's over there trying to be controversial.
Right.
No.
Like we didn't just
I'm-
have a Portuguese racist trying to fuck with us.
I'm just stoned, and I just listened to you guys ran on for 20 minutes about a movie that I didn't even watch.
You know,
So I'm kind of trying to pick back into the fucking conversation.
Well,
there.
Marco-
well, stop it with the bullshit and bring in something funny.
Marco,
Stop doing your comedy act and bring in something funny. Continue.
Marco is
Ginger.
not ginger.
I am.
I've just come to this conclusion.
But
Caddyshack got one thing wrong. I mean, you can't. Bill Murray was fucking great, right? But they missed, like, to make it just a tad more authentic. Like, if Marco now could play Carl Spackler, because you have to have a Mexican groundskeeper at a country club these days. And look at him. Look at him right now.
You
he's
look
even
like
like
a
he's even
Cuban
like
dictator,
he's even like
and you got
I'm
the
just
nerve to
stoned.
say I look like
He's like, the greatest
Mexican.
thing about this is you can play 18 holes on it in the morning and go home at night and just get stoned off the bejesus belt to it. Like, this is fucking Carl Spackler.
Yep.
You live across the street from a fucking country club.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, golf course.
There you go.
Country clubs up the
I'm
street.
pretty sure you've shot shit on that course before. Maybe blown a thing or two up.
I'm fairly positive he just ran over to hole 18 and just got a hole in one.
He's like, hey, I bought a Jeep. Let's see if this thing can Baja.
Why are there little porta potties right in the
I know that course. I've serviced the porta johns that were on it. I can guarantee you the groundskeeper came over to that Jeep and just said, hey, man, just stay off the greens. Tear everything else up. They can be hazards. Just stay off the greens. Fix your divots.
Shit, when they ran out of toilet paper, went straight over to the sandbox. just give yourself a little scratch on your
They
gut.
leave you a rake, dude.
No, then it becomes then it becomes a Zen garden while you're shitting.
Yeah, those rakes aren't meant to churn it up. They're meant to smooth it out. And after it rains, those sand traps.
Dude, because the sand they use. Oh, yeah, because it turns into, like, you can see cakes of it laying around.
It
It's
just
like
gets
cat
hard.
litter.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
like
just
cat
hard.
litter.
And then right in the center, you sink to your knee like, fuck, where'd my ball go? I haven't played golf in a long time.
Fuck me neither.
I actually got my golf clubs out to do the Boy Scout golf outing with some in-laws. And
think
my grips are
Donated or
melting.
strapped on my
Damn.
Yeah.
My kids came home from one of their like friends' houses. I don't know if somebody was cleaning their own place out or if like a house next door was like it was a clean out. But
Just say what it was. The day they stole the neighbor's shit.
no, this was legit. This was no, trust me.
No, not your kids. The kids they were hanging out with.
Okay, that I don't know.
And then they sold it to your kids for $5.
Oh no, nobody got no. None of this got sold. But like, dude, this
Trade
bat
in for some
they bring home
cigarettes.
a set. They're like, Dad, hey man, somebody gave us a set of golf clubs, and so like we can go. Maybe this summer we can go golf. I'm like, okay, cool, let's take a look at them. I go outside. They put them in the ground. I go outside. Okay, this bag is
Like the one Happy Gilmore had at the beginning.
No, it's the pattern on it looks like it's gold with like glitter. It looks like a bowling ball.
Okay.
And the shit is so hard if you touch it, it starts cracking.
Oh yeah.
The woods are actually wood.
Yep, that's old. Vinyl handles.
They're left-handed.
Oh god.
Nobody in my house is left-handed. I'm like, yeah, these things are going to be good for like art projects, kids. I don't know. We can fence with them, like we joust with them. I don't know.
Protect the house. Protect the house.
Right.
Actually, better attack weapon than a baseball bat.
Oh, what?
If you can get the strike. Pinpoint force on the golf.
No, I don't disagree with you one bit,
all
but
in
I'm
the
talking
hips.
about.
Like we're not talking
lock the
self-defense. We're
elbows.
talking attacking.
You lock your elbows and it's all.
No,
in the
you're
hips.
you're right. You're right there.
But you got to aim right because you get the shaft around the face and then it's just you're done.
Yeah, it's just like a
Now you just made somebody mad.
Yeah. But I'm like, Jesus.
But if it
man.
breaks, you got a knife. You just shank the fuck out of him. And it's hollow, so it cores out and just bloop, bloop,
We had
bloop. You
like
start leaking everywhere.
3 cases of golf clubs, man. It started off when I was at a flea market, and
Shocking.
I was gonna get my ex, her father, a golf club. They had some nice golf clubs out there, so I bought this golf club, and I had my son holding it. And then all of a sudden, like as we're walking past everybody's shit, they're like, "Hey, you golf? You want a club?" And Thorne's like, "Okay." Next thing you know, there are 3 bags on Thorne's back of assorted golf clubs. Dude, I mean, there were just so many fucking clubs that we never fucking golfed. No, we never.
As a matter of fact, they're still in the garage.
I think we strapped them or something, dude. Or I
Right,
donated them or something.
All 30 cents worth of aluminum.
I don't even think I strapped. I think I gave them to somebody to strap. What the fuck was I gonna do with them? I gave away the one that
You know what got
the
the
one gift.
You know what got the most use out of that bag of left-handed golf clubs? You know the plastic tubes that go inside the golf bag, so the shaft of the club can go in it, like to keep them organized.
They don't do those no more, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's how old this fucking
Yeah,
bag was.
I know.
All of those got pulled out, and they were fucking swords at one point.
Yep. Tunk, 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 tunk. Whack.
And one would get shattered, and it'd get thrown away. We, slowly whittled through them, but that's what got the most use out of that golf bag.
At least you got used.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think those ended up getting scrapped too, to be honest with you. So I don't know what to fucking do with them.
I put mine back
Look,
in.
they were so
I put
old
mine
that,
back.
like at least the woods, like I guarantee you, if you would have like really fucking like teed off with the driver, the head would have come off with the like they were that old, like they were.
Dude, what you should have did was taken them to like a golf course or a putt. Just put 2 or 3 in each person's shit. Just let them go by
I
track.
should have put them on eBay. Some idiot would have paid money for them.
They might have actually been worth something depending on what they were.
I don't even remember,
Yeah.
dude. Like, I'll be honest with you.
Arnold Palmer's first fucking wood.
No, these weren't. Even at the time, they were like a Sears beginner set type. You know what I mean?
They weren't like old Callaways or something.
No, they were no name brand that I had, and I'm not a golfer, but they're no name brand that I'd ever heard of. And
You
like,
remember what it was?
JC Penney's
no, I
top of
do
the
not,
line, buddy.
And sometimes those can even be valuable. But
I was gonna say I got a
they were in
1967.
such poor shape that like even the irons,
Yeah.
like where any markings were pitted and gone and corroded over. Like you couldn't tell. The only way you could tell what each one was is because they were stamped.
Oh, okay.
So like even in the corrosion that was built up on it, you could still see the
see, like,
slight
7.
indation of the number.
Yeah.
Like they were that bad that they really weren't.
Give me the.
Because I was gonna say
Even if they would have been
7.
worth something, if they were in even just recognizable shape, this was the heartbreak story at the
Pebble Beach.
Yeah. Like that. No, yeah. What you have on paper is good, but they're.
That was like my
You
5
spent more gas getting here for me to tell you their shit.
Yeah, that was like my 5-string bass when I sold it.
Oh, you thought you had something?
No, I did have something, but the neck was so warped that they wouldn't buy it. I ended up having to pawn it because they have the what is it? I forget what it's called, but there's a bar in the neck and there's an adjustment at the bottom. So like if it gets a little warped, you can kind of straighten it back out. And it had sat in one position for so long, and the neck had warped so much that they couldn't. They were afraid to turn truss rod. Truss rod. They were afraid to turn the truss rod because it was just so warped. They didn't want to crank on it and break it because they had to buy it. Because when I bought the guitar, it was a PV 5-string Sunburst color scheme, and I swear to God, that fucking thing was every bit of 5 foot tall. It was huge. And
So was it cello?
no, it was a 5-string bass guitar.
Was it a cello?
And when I bought it for like
Fancy ones.
I bought it for like $600, something like that. Had it for a while, pawned it, fucking went back to the pawn shop like 5 years later. It was hanging on the wall. I bought it back for like $200, and then bills came up, and I was like, well, let me at least try Guitar Center this time. Maybe they'll give me more than a fucking pawn shop will. So I took it to Guitar Center, and the guy looked at it. He kind of got this look on his face. He goes, let me go get the bass guitar guy. And he went and he got it, and the guy came over, and he goes, holy fuck, you know what you got? And I went, yeah, it's a PV 5-string Sunburst color. And he goes, no, they only did like a short run on these. This is worth like $2,700. He's like, it works, right? I went, yeah, plug it in and play it. And he plugged it in and strummed around. He's like, man, it's desperately out of tune. And I went, well, yeah. And he goes, he's looking it over, and he goes, oh, the neck's warped. And that's when they did the truss rod thing. And he goes, I can't even buy it from you. But I bought it for $6 originally, and it ended up being worth $27. And then I ended up having to pawn it for $180. But the bills got fucking paid.
Should have taken it to a pool stick guy. A good pool stick guy could straighten it. I mean, it takes a while. It'll take.
Yeah, you gotta like heat it. You gotta steam it, and
Yeah.
But see, you start doing that, and it starts fucking with all the metal pieces in it.
Oh yeah.
Because like all
Well,
the fucking
you remove those, you have to put them back in.
yeah, and
To do it the right way is literally
it would have cost me what I would have got out of it to get it back to normal.
probably.
Yeah.
But then you wait another 10 years.
The bills need it paid now, motherfucker.
Right. My kids got accustomed to eating, Marco.
I mean, greedy little
That's a
fuckers.
problem, man.
You got just why the fuck are you feeding? Are you feeding them 3 times a day?
Not anymore.
School takes care of 2 of them.
Just the one.
You gotta take
No, our
early
schools-
enough breakfast.
Our schools have breakfast and lunch.
Well, the one doesn't go to school anymore. She feeds herself.
Well, she's past the age of you legally having to feed her anyway.
Right, I can't claim her on my taxes. I don't feed her no more.
Right, fuck you, kid. You're no longer a benefit to me. Fuck off.
And then the other one, I pack her lunch every morning. So.
Well, the one I have that goes to public school, I don't have to pack every morning and never on Friday because they always get pizza on Friday. But yeah, some days I'm
Nah,
packing.
I pack Emmy's lunch every day.
Send her to school with the bonnet on and the little dress and on the scooter. And,
Have you met my kids?
yes.
They're worse than
I'm
me.
looking at you though. You know, the whole Amish theme. Never mind.
Man, your shirt's not even on straight.
Bro.
How the fuck you gonna talk shit to me?
Bro, he don't look Amish.
It looks like one of
He looks like he pays $11 for a latte, but he doesn't look Amish.
I pay $37 and I make it at home, thank you. It costs a lot to be this fucking gay.
Wow.
Fuck it, I'm gonna lean into this shit.
Hey,
I only eat
$7
free
a pop.
range, grass fed.
Avocados. Avocado toast is why I'm still poor.
Avocado toast.
It's just gross. Oh my god. So
It's just a fucking smashed piece of avocado on a piece of goddamn fucking
Bread.
toast.
Right, but guacamole is fucking amazing.
no, it's not.
Good guacamole is fucking awesome, but it's cause there's some other stuff besides just a fucking avocado.
I don't know why, I just got reminded of
My
this.
mom eats avocado raw.
Dude, I know people that do too,
Right
and
off
not
the
me,
fucking
bro.
nut,
I'm not a huge I don't like avocado.
That one does.
That's why I don't like
I don't
it,
like
man.
avocado on
Like an apple.
Like I don't like avocado slices on sandwiches or none of that bullshit. But I will,
My mom
I will,
will eat a
I will
fucking avocado
destroy
like
some good, some well-made guacamole.
You know what I just
Some
thought?
guacamoles.
You know what I just thought of that I haven't had in a while and I really want?
I don't listen. It'll probably get us banned.
Tikka
Do
No,
not
it's
talk
an,
about
it's an actual food item.
it. Oh, okay.
Tikka masala.
No, I make that all the time.
I know I had some.
Ceviche.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, a long time.
My stepmom makes it, and that's the only time I ever eat it because I don't trust myself to do it right.
That is why I only eat corn on the cob. I do not eat canned corn for that reason. You know, like when you go to the water aisle.
No, it doesn't. You can't process it, and there's nothing fucking vitamins
Right. Eat,
and...
rinse, repeat. You just get to scoop it out, rinse it,
Oh.
reserve it.
Sorry, Rochelle, I missed the joke.
Now, it's like going in the water aisle.
Hold on. And John Cruz, that's how you fucking do it, bitch.
It's like going into the water aisle. You know, there's drinking water. There's
Distilled water.
distilled water. There's spring water. There's,
Just water.
you know, like,
And then there's great value.
do you know why they're like?
They know they're giving us tap water in a bottle when you buy great value. Everybody
There's-
else is a liar.
No, there's like a lot of there's water that is like treated. It's rainwater, sewer water. It's whatever, collected, treated, bottled. You don't know. That's how corn is. You can have corn on the cob, or you can have kernel corn. I don't even want to get into cream corn.
I do.
You probably do. You would bathe in that shit. You dirty fuck.
Only one part of me,
Only one. I just want to heat the can up, stick my meat in it,
right? Just let it soak.
just let it soak.
Like the Mormons.
like
Like the Mormons.
I'm just gonna put my meat in the crock pot here. The Schvetty pot.
I always used to like figuring out which brand of peanut butter my buddies had in their houses, and then like taking a butter knife and coring out the center of another jar of it, and then replacing theirs with it.
That would be. That's
You ever-
diabolical, man.
You ever not,
And then-
That is fucking diabolical.
And then like walking back into whatever room they're in, going, "Hey, I fucking love peanut butter," and they go, "What do you mean? You like eat it all the time?" Like, no, I love peanut butter, and then I just leave it at that. And then the next time they go to get peanut butter, they're like, "What the fuck, Scotty? God damn it!" Like,
I worked with this guy. He was talking about we're waiting on a well. Another time we were waiting on a well. We were sitting there talking about we knew that we both knew the same dude who like nobody really liked, but he would just show up because you used to work with him, and he would just show up like to your place out of the blue.
Mike Owens.
And fucking right. Oh, dude. He would just show up out of the blue to your place, right? And just like,
How's he doing, by the way? Sorry to interrupt you, but now that I brought him up,
I actually haven't talked to him in a while.
Thank God for
Yeah,
that.
he
Jared,
fell
go
off
ahead.
Facebook.
He he wouldn't leave, and he's just real annoying.
God
all
damn
the
it, I
time,
was
and-
spot on with that
dude.
description.
Absolutely, dude. You would have to throw this cat out. Like you'd be like getting ready to like serve the family dinner, and he'd just be like getting ready to pull up a fucking
Yeah,
chair and
right.
shit.
He's in the silverware
like,
drawer,
what
like, you guys didn't put enough
Like,
out.
what kind of beer you got? And he goes, dude, this one time, he goes, it was winter, and he comes over, but he goes, my wife and I smoke, but we only smoke in the bedroom. Because the kids and the rest of the house and everything. It's like we got a little fan there. So he goes, I wanted a cigarette, so I go to walk in there, and he comes in, and he's since Jared, since he hit my door, 15 minutes, man, he's been a mile a minute. He hasn't shut the fuck up, and we're standing there smoking, and he looks over on the nightstand, and he goes, and he sees this jar of Vaseline, and he grabs it. And he goes, oh, thank fucking God. And he goes, Jared, he reaches in there, 2 fingers, just starts smearing all over his face. He's like, my lips are so fucking chapped. He's like, oh, God, this feels so fucking good. He's like, man, thank God you had this shit. And he goes, dude. He's like, my wife sometimes kind of like tries out a little bit when we're going at it. So he goes, I can't eat that jar of Vaseline there. He goes, we're fucking it. She starts to dry out. He goes, I just pull out. He goes, I grab a jar of Vaseline and I just, boom, boom, a couple times and get some on my dick. So I go back to. He goes, I didn't say a word. He goes, I just let it smear all over his face. He goes, and I sat there and kept him talking. He goes, he's like, can I get some more before I leave? He's like, sure, go ahead, knock yourself the fuck out. He's sitting there and smears all over his face again before he leaves. That's fucking.
While in the moment, that sounds like it'd be hysterical. I'd have told him. I'd have let him finish. And then I'd have gave him more. And then I'd have gone, oh, by the way.
No, he told him on the way.
He told him on the way out? Oh, God. Okay. Quality story.
Yeah. He's like, do you know why I was next to my bed? He's like, he goes, I fucking put my dick in. He's like, you just dip my dick Vaseline all over your face.
Dude, we all know I was the water boy in high school for the football team.
That's so weird.
I say water boy because if I say equipment manager, Marco's going to go, water boy.
My mama said.
Oh, dude, I dropped a few football players on their head for that.
If anybody would embody
Bobby Boucher.
equipment manager, it would be our boy Scott.
That was
I'm sure he managed plenty of equipment in that locker room.
High quality H2O.
that was before I knew who I was, Jared.
So you were exploring and experimenting. Okay, Scott.
He was still in the locker.
No, that was back when I was
He was
legitimately
still in
just
the
trying
locker.
to fix helmets and shoulder pads and fucking keep things up, like, clean. It was like,
While the linebacker standing in front of him going. And we wonder
Bro,
why he turned out this way.
bro, this was high school in the early 2000s. This was high school in the early 2000s. Nobody was walking around with no pants on. Those fuckers showered with basketball shorts. They was all so scared of seeing a
God, you're
dick.
that young?
Yeah, 36, bitch.
Fuck.
Yeah,
They were afraid of each other's penises back then.
yeah.
Dude, I'm still from the era where I have no fucking clue. And I was, dude, I swam competitively from like 6 years old through high school.
They had a manatee division?
Dude, you should have seen me in action. Bro.
I glided through the water like a walrus seal.
Greg, pull up my Facebook profile picture.
He just wants
Isn't
you
that
to
what
see
with
him
you
in a
and Joyce?
Speedo.
No. Yeah.
Over your shoulder?
Yeah, that was on our. I'll explain it when it comes up. But like,
I just want you to know.
Wait.
I just want you to know. In that picture, you look like TJ.
Okay, cool, whatever. So,
They know who I'm talking about.
whatever. Anyways,
Flat
so
fire.
I spent we had swim practice twice a day, pretty much year round, because you swam summer and indoors in winter.
Yeah.
So you change in the locker rooms, man. I'm from the era where all that time spent in a locker room, I have not once.
It looks like you're on Cops.
Bad boys, what you going?
It's slowly rendering more. Like,
But that's even post competitive swimming, so I'm heavier there.
Look, he's wearing the New Balance, the dad New Balances
Fuck yeah.
already.
Got
That's
the
our-
Obama
that's-
pants on.
That's our honeymoon. That was up at the Caesars Pocono Palace.
Oh, so she carried you over the threshold.
Well,
And that's why we call them 2%.
actually, to be fair, nobody carried anybody over a threshold because the very first.
We just saved it.
No. We staged a picture. To do that picture, I had to actually be standing up because you see how there's a little step up from the thing to the room, and I was standing inside the room, and the photographer was there, and he gave the command, and I had to jump. And like she never held me. They caught.
I want to
the-
hear Joyce's side of this story.
She'll tell you the
as well.
same thing.
I
That's
do as
exactly what happened. But our honeymoon actually started out, we booked a completely different place in the Poconos based off of, back then, we didn't have internet like we do now. I mean, we had it, but it was different.
MapQuest.
We booked
I
it.
like how he's explaining it to me like I wasn't around for the
Not
whole
you.
shit.
I'm explaining it for the fucking viewers, asshole.
You think young people
All
watch
fucking two of them.
this? You think young people watch
You're
this?
scared away a racist guy in Portugal.
Anyways, we booked it off of a brochure because that's what you went off of then.
Right, you went and talked to a guy,
and our
and they told you
and one of my-
Afghanistan was
one of-
lovely this
one
time
of
of
my one of my
year.
wife's friends, who was her bridesmaid at the time, her parents, that's where they honeymooned and talked about how great it was. Okay, when we got there,
You fucked in Nana's room.
we walked into our. I checked in. We walked into our room. I opened the door, and I could tell that it had not been redecorated since our friend's parents had honeymooned there.
fucking
There was
Nana's
shag carpet on the walls that long. When I hit the light switch, the first light switch when you come in, and the first light came on, I saw a quadrillion peed fucking run into the carpet on the wall. When I hit the second light switch, it came on, blew up. Like, not blew out, not burned out, like shattered bulb. Shattered bulb. And like black shit came up out of the lampshade. And Joyce looks
It
right
looked like Charlie Brown was angry.
The place was dirty. It literally looked like before they
You
cleaned.
were in a fuck hut. What do you want for $50 fucking dollars?
No, dude.
Why
bro,
does it
but
smell
that's
like disinfectant?
But
in
that's
here?
the point, Marco. That's the point. It wasn't $50 fucking. This was resort fucking prices. We also got, because at that we weren't. I mean, I'm still not, but we weren't then either. NASCAR fans, but like because it was the weekend of the Pocono 500, and this will come into play. We got free tickets or with the package or whatever. The room looked like before it got cleaned. A room in the Red Roof Inn in Boardman that isn't a hotel anymore that got shut down because people kept overdosing in there.
On Market?
No, over by Dunkin' Donuts, behind Dunkin' Donuts where all the hotels are there, right off the highway.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Joyce looks right at me, dude. We had just driven from Maryland to the Poconos, like an 8-hour drive. She looks right at me and she goes, "You are not touching me in here."
Fine, I'll touch myself.
I walked straight into that.
Peanut butter.
Just look at me while I do it.
I walked straight into that fucking office and I started going fucking apeshit. Like I lost all control. Dude, I shit you not. 2 fucking Pennsylvania State Police pulled in the parking lot and Joyce is looking at me and she's like, "You shut the fuck up before you get arrested in fucking Pennsylvania tonight." It was that bad. So she's fucking crying. We are calling every fucking where. Nobody has anything. It's the fucking Pocono 500.
Yep.
We finally get out. So
I think at least ask for a janitor.
We
Somebody
gotta
come clean this room.
I'd ask for a flamethrower.
no, dude, you don't get. I mean, I cannot describe to you in proper
I've been
detail.
in some shithole hotels, man.
Brother, I have continued to party in a fucking hotel room after somebody fucking OD'd right there and nobody did a goddamn thing about it. And I didn't know the guy was dead. I just thought he was passed out. I have been in those places, okay? Fuck you. You wouldn't have stayed in this hotel room.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I am telling you right now, it was that. If I'm saying it was that bad, I partied with Bernie, dude. If I'm saying it was that bad, it was that bad.
Would I have stayed there? Zan's family.
You would-
Just Scotty.
You would not have stayed there, but you would have at least cranked it once before you left. But you wouldn't have laid down and slept in there. You would have been you would have been turned on, but you would have had to have left because you would have known that at night while you were unconscious,
Something would have crawled on
something was
me.
infesting your body.
Yeah.
Like it was that kind of you know what I mean?
Like, you didn't even want to check for bed bugs because you instantly knew when you came within 5 feet of
If
the
you
bed.
touched a bed sheet, they were gonna.
Right.
They were taking you hostage.
Right. Like the lead one was just sitting in the shadows going, hold!
Right.
Hold!
Like toy soldiers.
Not to the whites of their eyes.
Right.
Right. He's touching it. Go!
Wait till you see the panties drop then. Like it was it.
Hide in the tall grass. Hide in the tall grass.
Taco Hill.
So, like, we end up doing some research. We get a hold of Caesar's Pocono Palace, which isn't far away, and they just happen to have, we can get in. We cannot get in until like 3:00 the next day. We still haven't slept. We're calling everywhere. Everything's booked. We actually got about 3 hours of sleep in our car, reclined in the front seats of a 97 Chevy Cavalier in a hotel parking
That was
lot.
plenty of leg room, sir.
Right. But that's how that fucking hotel was.
That was the universe telling you how your marriage was gonna go.
I will say this. The rest of the honeymoon was fucking great though.
Well, you were at Caesar's.
Dude, I'm telling you, but it was so bad when we called Caesars, we were like, listen, this is a long story, but we're at and I do forget the name of the place, or I would blast it. They're probably shut down now, but I would fucking blast it if I could fucking remember it.
There's probably one crackhead still encompassing
listen,
the property.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Like, this place is amazing.
Like I repressed memories from that hotel for a good decade before I could honestly deal with them, like head on. But like when we told them where we were at, we were like, how do we? Because no GP, you didn't have GPS back then. We asked where they were located, and she said, well, where are you guys at? And we told them we were in that hotel. She goes, oh, okay. What you do is you leave the parking lot. You make a left. Like, she's like, they've given so many directions.
Sanitize yourself,
right?
And then come down the street.
Right, like, and there's that. Oh,
yeah. Oh.
Like, she instantly
without
went
a
into
room,
I have
you can't
to
bring
save
your
these
bags
people
in.
mode.
They actually ended up being really cool because like about 7:00 in the morning, even though they didn't have a room for us, they called us and said,
we kicked the help out of their place they sleep. Please go ahead.
No, they have a bunch of different, it's a big resort, so they got a bunch of different places, but they had like it was small. It wasn't like their main, but they had like a small indoor hot tub swimming pool area. And they said that they would just keep it like for us until they could get us into a room, so we could use the locker room to take a shower and everything. And then if we
chase lounges,
if we wanted to sleep, or we could get in the pool or the hot tub, and they like put the shades down and they locked the doors and
that was nice
until they got our room ready. I mean, dude,
that's
it was
customer
dude.
service.
I'm telling you right now, like seriously, like the hotel's what it is. When you see the pictures of like that champagne, when you see the pictures of that champagne tower, those hot tubs and stuff, like the pictures make it like when you get there, it's like a Hollywood set. Half the shit's fake. It just looks really. But like the customer service there was it was worth more than what we actually paid for the fucking trip. It was fucking ridiculous. Like how awesome.
They didn't quarantine you off in that fucking resort, so you would shower and dip into some hot water because they knew where the fuck you were at.
You're probably right, because if maybe
give me your laundry while you're in the hot
They told
tub.
me it was Pennsylvania state law. Every hotel resident had to be deloused, but
then they just threw you, covers you in powder,
butter, sugar.
Yeah. We're sorry about the delousing.
I can see Jared in the corner in the shower.
We're sorry about the powder. We're sorry about the delousing.
They get the fire hose out like Rambo.
Like Farva.
Don't you remember First Blood?
Yeah, but don't you remember Farva?
It wasn't the same hose, but it was.
Bam. Which one? The one Jared's talking about, or at the Caesars?
The shitty one or the Caesars? Caesars was fucking amazing.
But did you start at the shitty one?
Dude, did you go to the shooting range? They had a shoot, like it wasn't on their property, but they were hooked up with the shooting range. Like our first day there,
Pennsylvania.
Our first place there, Joyce is like, I'm like, what do you want to do? And she's looking through the thing, and she's like, ooh, let's go shooting. That's the day she looks at me because they have all the guns there. You know what I mean? It's one of
Yeah.
those kind of places, obviously, because it's for tourists. And back then it was even harder to transport guns across state lines.
Yeah. You had to be a cop.
Yeah.
Done.
So she gets down to it. We're firing all of them, and she fucking picks up the Uzi, and she's like, "Bring, bring, 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 ting, 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 ting." She looks at me. She goes, "I want an Uzi." We live in Maryland at the time. I'm like, everybody wants a fucking Uzi, but she's like, you can't own anything but like black powder here in fucking Maryland.
No, you just got into Baltimore. You'll be fine. You get one.
I mean, legally own.
Well, nobody said legally. She said she wanted an Uzi. You get the lady
Well,
an
I'm
Uzi.
just saying at that time.
You just tell her nobody can see you have this.
You know who you're talking to?
I'm just just save your ass.
She'd
Still want to save my ass
she'd
when she
still
ends
have
up in the clique.
She'd still have her original one right now while she's driving Amazon. Like,
Right.
delivery, motherfucker!
Every time she rolled through the north side.
I was gonna get to the horseback riding. We made that same motherfucking mistake. Day 2.
That poor horse.
We decided to go, you saw my picture, asshole! I weighed less than you do, you fuck!
I'm 160 pounds.
I didn't weigh 160 pounds in that picture.
Then why couldn't Joyce pick you up?
Wow, wow, wow.
Foiled.
Fuck your statistics.
And your opinion.
88% of statistics are made up.
Anyways.
of lie.
88. Anyway, just a word of advice about horseback riding on your honeymoon. If you are not,
fucking afterwards.
if you are not someone that is used to riding a horse, the last place you want to do it for your first or second time is on your fucking honeymoon.
I'll bang that taint all up.
There were, like, even on my honeymoon,
pommel
man,
just
like,
hitting you in the
seriously,
dick.
dude, I was like, I was grabbing fucking fistfuls of Advil just to try and, like, still fuck, because it was my honeymoon.
Nuts, like,
Dude, I'm not lying.
Right.
Even on my honeymoon, there was a day, at least a solid day, where both of us were like, don't even fucking think about it. Trying to walk over to the hot tub like this. You're so chafed.
you're grinding
your
up-
skin. No, you nothing
dip the
can
balls
touch.
in. Just,
Right?
You're grinding up Advil, putting it in water, and dipping your dick in it, trying to get it to suck
I
in.
figured, we're going horseback riding, cowboys wear jeans. I wore jeans. Let me tell you something. Jeans, they soak up a lot of sweat. What does sweat do when it rubs against your fucking...
It chafes.
Oh, man.
like cutting fluid.
Yeah, my thighs look like I took a slide down a fucking box cutter.
Right, halfway through that ride, you're like, are there metal shavings?
Well,
in my
that's a
pants?
little different, but I mean, seriously, think back to when you first started riding horses, like the first couple times. Imagine that on your honeymoon. Fuck that. That was dumb. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever done.
Really?
One of multiple.
Yeah.
That was one of the dumbest
Of all the
you've
things
ever
you rode, the
Okay.
horse was the dumbest one.
Okay, let me rephrase that then. I will retract that statement, and I will come at you with a better one.
Give him air quotes.
Of all of the things I've done, that is one of the things I regret the most.
done. That is acceptable.
Yeah,
I ruined a couple of days of honeymoon fucking because I wanted to go a fucking horse. I don't have no business on a horse. I don't own a farm. I'm not a fucking cowboy.
I'm an oil man, motherfucker.
Right? I got a fucking pickup truck. I don't need a goddamn horse.
Where do you put the diesel at in this
He
bitch?
said I'm an oil man, and I just went right to fucking There Will Be Blood.
That will be blood.
Right, where he's just sitting there on that chair, just, I'm an oil man. And then he starts beating the guy with the bowling pin.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It do.
Then he set it down and squatted over it.
It.
I might have downloaded the wrong version.
Maybe, but I'd still watch it. I think I'm done for tonight, guys.
Yeah, it's about that time. I got to work tomorrow.
Awesome.
Fucking
just
Warren.
sore
Of all,
from fucking rustling dogs this morning.
you're just sore from horseback riding in jeans.
No.
Without a horse.
I don't recommend it. Marco's got a little fucking rocking horse at home.
Yeah, but the middle part's cut out. And he's got the hinge thing on it.
I've seen the machine.
Have you used it yet?
Marco's only got half of the horse costume, the top half. He just
That's not out of it.
he runs around like
He looks like the little mini Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore.
Dude, I got a first gen AI fuck machine, and I still haven't used it.
It's not an AI fuck machine.
It's artificial intelligence. It's the first gen.
Does it learn to match your stroke?
No, it just says that on the box, and he takes everything at face value.
Does it learn your rhythm and bounce back or something? Can you
I
program it to say
I
no?
found the pocket pussy in it by accident.
Can you
And it
program?
looks like a child.
Can you program it to say no?
Look. Were you there? Did you hear that conversation?
Yeah, that was
No.
a fucked up conversation.
So he brought it. He had it here, and he showed it to me. And he goes, "It looks like a little kid's mouth because it was a mouth you attached
gross,
to
dude.
it."
It's fucking gross.
Right, and I said,
can't
"Oh,"
use it.
and I go, "Well, just take a razor blade and cut the mouth part off." And he goes, "Then it looks like you just chopped up a little kid." And I went, "So at least it's dead. What? Am I wrong?"
You are not incorrect.
That's all I'm going for here.
With that, I'm out, man.
Good night, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.